All right, are we live? Yes, we are live. Excellent. All right, time to go grab the link. So yeah, you saw the title. Doki Doki SNAFU. I've been told by multiple people the full version of this came out recently, so tonight we're going to have a look at it. I'm pretty excited to be taking a look at this. I think we looked at the demo for this, although I could be wrong. But I remember, if it's the right mod, having a good time with this one. Alright. Wait, what? I mentioned 20 minutes ago in the server we're going to be doing we're going to be doing SNAFU tonight. Decided I wanted to do something fun tonight. SNAFU time? Oh boy, let's go. Yep. I've had several people tell me about this one, including the developer on one of my Exit Music Redux videos. He came and told me, "Hey, dude, the full version's out," and I'm like, "Oh, sweet! I didn't even know about that." So yeah. Well, I didn't ping anybody with the announcement. I just put it in general. So yeah, I'm ready to have some fun tonight. So I guess I'll give you the premise that's on the Reddit page. The synopsis reads as follows. My Doki Doki SNAFU follows a re-envisioned MC as he joins the literature club and spends the semester learning more about its members while trying not to get caught up in their antics. Joy, sorrow, empathy. Feel these and much more while playing through the routes of all your favorite Dokis. And then it mentions the details. There are 11 total routes in the game. Every love interest has a date route and a friendship route to pursue. 200 plus appeal scenes. So, yeah, Jesus Christ. It advertises a stats system. Improve yourself to unlock new scenarios and better appeal to your favorites. And it promises 15 plus hours of original content. So while the playthrough might not be that long, there is a lot to experience with this mod. And it says over 50,000 lines of script, went into making this mod. So there's a lot to see in this mod, apparently. I don't know what route we're going to go for on our first playthrough. I kind of just want to play through the mod and see who we get, see what we end up with. That's why I put part 1 in the title. As soon as I saw 15 plus hours of content, I put a big part 1 in the title. Because this ain't going to be our average, haha, funny joke mod that's over in 1 or 2 streams. No. This is going to be an experience, man. This is going to be an experience. And I am on board with that. Also, this mod has a Discord server, so I'm going to put that link in the chat now, and I'm also going to put it in the DDLC mod stuff chat in the server right quick. The DDLC mod chat. Pick any girl you want. All the dialogue I want you to react to is in all routes. Oh yeah, I'm going to be playing through this mod multiple times because I really want to see what this mod has to offer, but not all at once. I just want to do a playthrough first, and then, we'll pick and choose as we go, Here's the server. for SNAFU. The mod I'm currently playing. I like how the server is called Guy Bread Mods. It's a server with coming up on 300 members, 273. Very nice. Still waiting for part 2 of Isolation. Right now, Monica Dev, my plans are, if Legixel is available tomorrow, we're going to finish up Exit Music Redux. And then Thursday, we will get back on the grind with Isolation, because I know it's been a little while since we have done anything with Isolation. And I know you've had a new release of that mod, so I definitely want to check that out. You know, and maybe replay the intro to the, the beginning part of the mod, just to see how different it is. So yeah. That's kind of my plans for the upcoming days. Yep. Yeah, I kind of felt like I had to play this one sometime soon, Frankie and Michael, because I had, several people tell me about it, and on one of my Exit Music Redux videos, the developer himself came and told me about it, that the full release was out, so I was like, oh man, I gotta check this out sometime. And I wanted to have fun tonight, so yep, this is what we're gonna play. I cannot remember if I played through the demo at one point. Strap in, nut up, guys, because we be watching MC almost get a sexual harassment charge from Natsuki. Jesus Christ. But yeah, in case you missed the part where I was talking about everything this mod has to offer, which is quite a bit, I'll throw it up on screen here. Most of the changes will be coming in the Act 2 demo, which could come out anywhere from August 2022 to January 2023. Alright, I will keep that in mind. I have not seen SNAFU. I don't really remember everything that goes on in this mod, so I'm excited to see what's in store for us with this mod. But yeah, here's the Reddit page for the mod itself. And yeah, the details here is what I'm really excited about. That's why you see a big ol' part 1 in the title, because we're going to have a lot to see with this mod. This is going to be more than just a one-and-done mod. We're going to be coming back to this one for multiple playthroughs. 11 total routes, 200 appeal scenes. Like, good God. There is a lot to see in this mod, so let's not waste any more time and let's jump into it. As you can see, Monica's getting sick of my shit. Like, just start the mod already. Jesus Christ. Stop talking. So, I will do what the good woman wants. It is designed to be played only after the official game. Game files are required. Yep. Same thing we've heard in every other mod. I'm not sure who Kiba is in this mod. There's also like 50 morning scenes, each for Sayori, Kiba, and Natsuki. Yeah. It sounds like there's just a lot to see in general in this mod. Yuri was in your Roblox game? What Roblox game were you playing? So I'm waiting for multiple scenes to arrive, so I'll just sit here and wait. Good idea, Bradley. You'll find out who Kiba is immediately? Okay, good to know. Okay, nothing there. And what does help do? Okay, it just brings up the standard help page. I always gotta make sure to check these things, because some people like to put cheeky little jokes in the in some places like that. But yeah, let's get started. Not gonna do anything cheeky for a name. Perhaps for follow-up playthroughs we can change the name. The music? Does the music sound a little quiet to you guys? The music sounds kind of quiet to me. Is that just me? My headphone volume being low, or is it, quiet on stream for you guys? I'm gonna show the volume's okay. Just want to make sure it's just me being paranoid. Sounds fine to you? Volume sounds good? This mod helped me get over my fanfic club PTSD. Okay, yeah, good. Crisp is too good at being odd. I finished this one and I plan on going back for another playthrough just because it's so good. Yeah, I have to make sure I'm up by, like 10:30 or something tomorrow morning because I gotta drive my brother, but, that's not gonna stop me from streaming tonight. I have to be up in 11 hours. No problem. But alright, if the volume's alright, I'm gonna leave it where it is. My phone begins vibrating as soon as I step outside. Hey man, I'm gonna be running a little late today, so you can go on ahead. Try not to feel lonely without me. Wink. This guy. I send a message simply reading K in an attempt to spare myself from any more of his nonsense. Well, him not being here will at least make my morning a bit more peaceful. Hey! Spoke too soon. My attention is drawn to a girl waving her arms in my direction from the other side of the road. Unaware of what's going on, I immediately turn around to see if there's anyone standing behind me. Kibas, the question marks? I had my suspicions. Hey! She dashes across the street before stopping in front of me. Were you just gonna ignore me? Not exactly. Was just trying to see who you were waving at. Huh? It was you, of course. Yeah, is there anyone else around here? Like, my boy, is there anyone else around here on the street with you? Like, ever. This early in the mod. Like, come on, boy. Get your shit together, mate. It's always just you and Sayori at this first part of the mod. The question marks is obviously Rick Astley. Yes, totally, yes. Surely! The character just reminds me so much of Rick Astley. Kiba's annoying as fuck, I vibe with MC. We'll see. I know nothing about this character. So, we shall see as we get there. Who else would it be? That's what I was trying to figure out. Jeez, Ben, you can be so weird sometimes. The girl starting her day off by insulting me is Sayori, someone I've known since elementary school. We used to walk together occasionally, but stopped around the beginning of last term. Why'd you stop? This distancing wasn't the result of anything either of us had done, but instead because by a third party forcing themselves into my life. I'm guessing... Right, H just hides it. Haven't figured out the hotkey to pull up the history yet, if there is one. I'm guessing it's whoever this character is. Sayori and I still talk when we pass each other in school, but our relationship clearly isn't as strong as it used to be. Well, make sure it don't, Bradley. Not Bradley, but Frankie. And yeah, hopefully nothing goes wrong tonight for... hopefully nothing goes wrong on my end tonight. Also, forgot to plug the Ethernet cable in again. Gonna do that right now before we get too far. You've taken the words out of my mouth. The MC in this mod is my favorite only because he has the best sarcasm ever. Well, I love me some good sarcasm, Bradley, so... This boy's got some good sarcasm, then I think we're gonna get along just fine. The thought of us growing apart again causes a tugging sensation to run through my head. If by weird you mean unique and overflowing with personality, then I agree. Sounds like somebody I know at work. That said, what did you expect me to think? Two of us haven't walked to school together in quite some time. Oh, well, yeah. But it's not like I don't want to. You're just always leaving early to go meet Kiba. Early? There's usually only 10 minutes left before the first bell when we show up. Just how late are you leaving exactly? That's not the problem right now. Honestly, questionable truancy aside, you could always just walk with us. Thanks, but I'd feel bad for interrupting the two of you. Oh, that's fine, man. That's perfectly fine. Glad that you're working on a mod. I don't know if you're comfortable sharing too many details at this time, but yeah, feel free to tell me about it if you're far enough along with it that you're willing to share anything about it. Believe me, interruptions are more welcome. Interruptions are more than welcome whenever Kiba's around. You'd actually be doing my sanity a favor. I'll keep that in mind then. With our brief reunion out of the way, we begin heading towards school. Speaking of him, have you ever even talked to Kiba? I know the three of us have never been in the same place together before. Oh, don't tell me I have hiccups, man. It's the last thing I need right now. Right, you've been telling me about that. I'm excited to see how it turns out. We've said hello to each other in the hall, but that's about it. He seems nice. I get the feeling she just said that. I get the feeling she just said something mean in a really polite way. I understand. Is there a reason the two of you weren't walking together again today, too? Yeah, he said something about running late and to go on without him. I see. She seems to fidget for a second before she continues. Oh, that's right. Ben, did you know today was the last day to join a culture club? Already? Man, 2 weeks go by quick. What a drag. I don't think you can say what a drag if they've gone by quick. Okay, I'll keep that in mind, Bradley. Is something wrong? Not really. Kiva's just been bugging me about joining the Anime Appreciation Club ever since he heard they were looking for members a few weeks ago. Oh, really? The Walking Dead mod win? Sometime soon. Not gonna promise an exact date, but sometime soon. I know you want me to play that one. And again, it's a DDLC mod about a zombie apocalypse. I feel like I'm obligated to play it. Which makes me think he'll be especially relentless today since it's his last chance. He knows I'm not super into anime, but still wants me to join because he's scared of not being able to make new friends. Also, I just gotta say, hold the phone. An MC that's not super into anime. Boy, this is an MC I can get behind. Oh, damn. Oh, so that's why. Then do you not plan on joining a club at all this year? The thought has crossed my mind. Yeah, just like the thought always crossed my mind whenever they were doing a thing with clubs at high school, but it's like, yeah, I think about it, and then I was always like, nah. It would be a shame to leave the Going Home Club after working so hard to become the president. I say this with more pride than I probably should. Jeez, Ben. This is why I'm worried you'll end up becoming a NEET. NEET sounds kind of negative. The term stay-at-home husband is a much better ring to it. Not sure it has the same ring to Sayori. But you're not married? Don't get so caught up in the little details, Sayori. This is an MC I can get behind. This is an MC I can get behind, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god. I love this. This is great. Whoa. What about you? Didn't you end up joining a book club or something not too long ago? Did I join a book club? It's like you're not even trying. Alright, then what parts did I get wrong? She takes a second to gather herself before putting on a smug face. You're looking at a co-founder and current vice president of our school's very first literature club. I will now allow you to praise me. And... oh, Jesus. He's just like... What? Huh? Sayori? This Sayori? The vice president of a literature club? I am breathing. I am breathing. I'll be fine. I'm on NyQuil. I'm fine. I won't die. Monty's putting her hot chocolate cup away. The muscles in my face begin twitching as I try to process this information. Monica's excited about something. Oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. Hey! You're thinking something mean, aren't you? Well... yeah, kinda. Her pout intensifies as she glares at me. But I think that's great, Sayori. Surprised or not, I'm still really proud of you. I will try not to, because people are going to be trying to sleep, but we'll see how long that lasts. I guess that will be good enough for now. Even though she's still pouting, she does seem a bit happier. That's a win for me! The two of us stop once again as we near the school's entrance. Hey Ben, since this is our last year and you've never been in a real one before, why don't you come be a part of the literature club with me? No thanks. You didn't even consider it! Sorry, but clubs aren't really my thing. You might want to go grab an inhaler. I have one with me, dude. Literally, in my work bag. Because they put me on one to help me cope with the cough that I had a few weeks ago, and it's, in combination with several other things, really helped bring down how much it's affecting me. Like, yeah, it's still there, but as long as I'm on the meds that I've been taking, then, you know, it's bearable, so, you know, the meds just work real slowly sometimes. You know, these meds are just taking their time to do their thing, you know? And yeah, if even this doesn't work, then, yeah, I'm just gonna have to go see an actual primary care specialist, actual primary care doctor to get this shit figured out. Though the barrier to entry is probably pretty low if she was able to become vice president. I mean, the barrier of entry isn't that high on many clubs, really. It's more about whether or not you'll stay and you're really interested in what you're actually doing. The home X scene? Oh, jeez. Sari glares at me as though she just read my mind. Will you at least come check out the club room? We're supposed to be having cupcakes today, so you could just stop in for one of those. Agreeing to check the place out would give me an excuse to keep Kiba from bugging me more about the anime club. Hey, win-win. Not to mention how this is my last chance to be a part of one. Still, the idea of being around strangers doesn't exactly tickle my fancy. Alright, I'll stop in for a cupcake to check the place out, but no promises on whether I'll actually join. Really? You will? Yay! I'm so happy! Don't worry, you'll definitely love it. I'll come pick you up after classes are over. Right. Having secured my agreement, she happily skips away into the building. Alright, sounds good. Sounds good, man. Visiting a literature club doesn't exactly sound like a good time, but I guess we'll just have to see how things go. Yeah, I mean, you never know. Spring semester, lunchtime. Alright, so does that imply we're going to have different seasons throughout the game? And if so, man, I'm looking forward to it. That sounds awesome. You're concerned for when Natsuki joins the picture? Do I even want to know why? After grabbing some lunch from the cafeteria, I make my way to the courtyard before taking a seat in a spot that's hard to see. My goal was to hide away and think more about joining clubs, but this is shot down the instant I feel him approaching. Yeah, but hey, one of them's almost done. And if the Jigsaw's available tomorrow, we're finishing one tomorrow night. So yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens when Natsuki joins. I can imagine a sarcastic MC just clicking with Natsuki for some good humor. Because I've seen how Natsuki responds to sarcasm. I kinda want to voice Kiba. I'm a stubborn dumbass. Underskins, good to see ya. It's my mate tomorrow. Hey, Chad C. Chad C is Kiba. Hey, yeah. As though the universe knew I was trying to immerse myself in thought, Kiba has arrived to thoroughly stop me. Which route do I plan on doing first? I have no idea. I have no idea what route I'm gonna do first. I just kind of want to do my first playthrough blind, not really knowing who I'm gonna end up with. we're kind of just going to play the mod, and I'm going to choose this as, close as I would, as I would if I were in this scenario. Monica route is hard to get. We'll see then. We'll see what we end up with. I'm going to be choosing this as if I were there. That's how I'm going to describe my first playthrough. And we'll just see who we end up with. We'll see how things work out. That's kind of going to be the first playthrough. I'm just going to do whatever I think is right, and that's how we're going to do things. I'm glad I managed to catch up with you, Ben. Why were you tucked away in this corner all by yourself? I love the little question mark by his head there. No reason, really. Just figured I'd practice being more antisocial. Okay. Anyways, you know what today is, right? Let's see. Today is... Okay. I'm gonna go with the sarcasm. That's a thing? Yep. Now leave me alone. Man, I bet the guy who came up with it had some pretty annoying friends, huh? Yeah, and I'm looking at one of them right now. I'm bothered by the fact that I can't tell if he's just acting like he didn't notice or genuinely missed the point. I'm just gonna say yes, because I know these kind of people. He just thinks he's being funny. But no, today is actually the last day for people to join a culture club. Really? How did my comment not faze him at all? Because he's thick. That's how. Yep, I remember seeing that. I remember seeing somebody making an announcement on the World of Dreams server about that. Audio was coming from a different channel? Huh, weird. Wonder why it was doing that. That's strange. Oh, so that's what you meant. Yeah, I've actually already talked to someone about it. Really? Who? Sari mentioned it on our way to school earlier. We ran into each other and ended up walking together. Sayori, huh? Didn't she help start a literature club not too long ago? Yeah, and apparently made herself vice president in the process. For real? No offense, but she doesn't really seem like the bookish type. Oh, I know. Yeah, I saw that when I was on the download page, that they had a mobile version. Yeah, I know some people like to play some mods on mobile that are compatible. I've never tried it, but that's mainly because it's for Android, not iOS. Because she's not. There's no telling what possessed her to go along with it. I don't know. And yeah, if you don't believe me, let me show you the download page. Yeah, check it out. They got a release for mobile. Pretty cool. Blackmail, maybe? I think you're getting a little ahead of yourself. Isn't that example way too extreme? Never tell with how people act these days. I think you're not giving anyone, enough credit here. I have Samsung, so I'm super happy about that. Nice. Do you really believe there's someone out there who's willing to threaten a high school girl just to get a book club formed? If so, your personality is worse than I thought. Perhaps. Well, regardless of why, I'm honestly just surprised she hasn't asked you to join up with her yet. Funny you should say that. Huh? He's like, oh no. She actually did ask me to check the place out after school today. Though I can't say I'm fond of the idea. What did you just say? The hell? Yeah. That face reminds me of a mod I played a long time ago before I started streaming. It's a mod. Your Kiba voice sounds like a deep voice character on steroids. That's just the voice I envision when I see Chad C. That is the thought I instantly jump to when I see Chad C. Deep voice. Because look at this Chad. Does he not look like the guy who would have a deep voice? Like, come on. Murderous intent begins seeping from Kiba. Yeah, dude? Yep, I knew which one I was saying. You're telling me your cute childhood friend personally invited you to join her club, and you don't want to? Do you have any idea of the wars that have been caused by such privilege and arrogance? Bruh. Also, hi Autumn. Welcome to the stream. I don't think I've seen you around here before, so welcome. Calm down, you psycho. Told you 100 times, there's nothing like that going on between us. Mm-hmm. Clearly. Quite. And do you really expect me to believe something so ridiculous? That's awesome. Neighbors who became childhood friends, spent their whole adolescence together, and then applied to the same high school. I may miss a lot of things, Ben, but I can read between those lines plain as day. I'm telling you that you need a reality check. Stories of childhood friends growing up and falling in love only exist in fictitious media. Nice self-awareness there, game. Kiba's stare grows stronger, as though he's trying to uncover some secret I don't even have. Yep. You can look all you want. I'm an open book, boy. I ain't got nothing to hide. It's like how you have a sister, right? Did you ever date her? Wait, is that what you're into? You sick bastard! You're upset because Sayori isn't your sister? You sicken me, Ben. Die! No, you creep. That's not the point. I thought he was going to point out that that's a false equivalence. There are anime and visual novels where guys date their sisters, right? Even though stuff like that doesn't actually happen in real life. My relationship with Sayori is the same way. As Kiba thinks this over, I feel a slight pain and some throbbing in my head. Hopefully that's just a migraine or something. Guess talking about these things still manages to strike a nerve, even if the conversation is as nonsensical as this. Oh yeah. I'm always down for food. That's kind of how I've always looked at it, Send Help. That's kind of how I've always looked at it. Of course I understand, Ben. There's no reason to get so worked up. I was only messing with you. Uh-huh. Sure, bruh. Sure. Judging from the way he flat out told me to die a few seconds ago, I can safely assume he was not just messing with me. Uh-huh. No. Paimon is emergency food. Not Sayori. Sayori is not food. I'm still super jealous, though. The things I'd give to have a cute childhood friend like her. Although, that ship has probably sailed once you reach our age, huh? You could always try getting a normal girlfriend like every other non-delusional person. Oh, come on. Where's the fun in that? Come on, man. No. The feelings just wouldn't be the same. Triggered by my noises. Yeah, it's been ages since I've played that game, but I distinctly remember when my friend was telling me, like, as I was downloading it, he just said, when you get to a choice about, what Paimon is to you, just pick emergency food. Don't ask questions, just do it. So I did it, and it was fucking hilarious. I watch idly as Kiba has some bizarre moment of reflection. Oh well, can't do anything about it now. But if you're serious about there being nothing going on between the two of you, does that mean you can properly introduce Absolutely not. Huh? You didn't even think about it! Well, let's go back to the sister argument. Seriously, dude. What's your obsession with my sister? She's only 15! Who doesn't pick that option? No. People who don't have a sense of humor. That's who. Stop being a creep. Everyone. Welcome, cat. Shut up for a second. Think of it this way. How would you feel if someone tried dating your sister? That's easy. I would personally destroy any criminal who even tried laying a hand on her. See? I'm like that with Sayori, too. The idea of other people getting too close to her bothers me for the same reason you want to defend your sister. You've got a point. But hey, you know me. Would it be like introducing her to a stranger? The worst role ever? What game are you playing? Worst role? R-O-L-E? Or like role as in like on an item in an RPG? Kiba, I don't want you dating her because I know you. You take that back! Swordmaster story. That sucks. Even though it feels like you just said something really mean, I kinda understand where you're coming from. Good. Now yeah, hurry up and sit down so we can eat. I already feel how cold my food has gotten. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. It's a gacha game? Ah, okay. Yeah, for me it really depends. I don't play too many mobile games. But yeah. They're not really my kind of thing. 5 3-star swords and 6 3-star characters. Okay. I don't know anything about Swordmasters, so 3 stars the lowest. Yeah, for me, I relate more to getting a bad roll on an item you really want in an RPG, because, grinding for an item over and over again, and then you finally get it, but you get a shit roll, it's like, oh my god. Like, either you get the wrong attribute, or the stats are just really shit. So yeah, I know that kind of frustration. Only using enough to chat in for Discord. I use mine for, a scarce few games and whatever social apps I have. No, they're not really my thing either. Really, the only kind of games I can get into on mobile are, short time killer games that you play for like 5 minutes at a time. Xbox and Twitch don't mix at all. I wouldn't know. I've never tried streaming to Twitch on an Xbox, because I'm on PlayStation. Kiba stops me right as we're about to leave. You said you weren't sure about whether or not you would join Sayori's club, right? Yeah, I haven't fully decided yet. This might not be my place to say, but I think you should. Oh? Why's that? It's just... I don't know. She went out of her way to invite you, so I think seeing you actually join would mean a lot to her. Or something like that. She's not wrong. It doesn't take a psychologist to figure out how happy she was when I agreed to stop by. Sayori is not food. My life must really be flipped upside down if I'm taking advice from you. Alright, sounds good, Zach. Not a bad idea to try to condense that stuff so that, you know, the server's not, you know, overly huge. Sayo equals cookie. Look up Sayori plays Cookie Clicker if you want to see a fun video. But thanks, I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, whatever. See you later, Ben. And with that, we part ways. After school. Yeah, but, you know, just put that with the DDLC stuff on the server. A memer's role. Now that's my kind of style. I agree, that I think is how it should be. That way the people who don't want to see it, you know, don't have to see it. That's why I said it. That's why I said it, Zach. Because if you haven't seen Woot Me's, you don't know what you're doing. I did see that Woot Me's posted a video saying that they moved out recently, so... You know, the video is just titled, I Moved Out, Many Things Are New. I haven't watched it yet, but... You know, that's... You know, a big step. So... I hope it goes well for them. I stand waiting by my desk once the final bell has rung. I wonder if Sayori forgot about coming to pick me up. We could have just met near her club had she told me which room it was in. I'm surprised you didn't think of that earlier. Insert Jeopardy music. Oh well. It's not like I agreed to join in. Anyway... You made me not trust that probably wholesome Dretchnocked All Dokis Get Head Pats video because of that. The sound of heavy breathing comes through the door. The hell? Probably Sayori. Another clip. I reached for the door with an equal amount of curiosity and confusion welling up inside of me. Oh, I know, Bradley. I'm fully aware. But what's on the other side doesn't exactly warrant much surprise. I know it. Sayori, how far away is your last class? Want me to call an ambulance? Ben? What are you doing here? This is my classroom, remember? You told me to wait here until class is ended. Remember? Oh, yeah. I was just making sure you hadn't forgot. I'm sure, Sayori. I'm sure. I'm sure that's what you're doing. Again, this is just like one of my colleagues at work. Telling us telling one of us something we already did or know, and he's like, oh! He's like, oh, I was just testing you. That's awesome. Right? So, is everything okay? You're standing at a 90-degree angle when I opened the door. Hey, my last class is in the East Wing, and I didn't want to leave you waiting for too long. So I sorta ran the whole way over here. Guess that makes sense, since the East Wing's on the opposite side of the building. Actually, would running here really have taken her this long? Sure, she may not be the most athletic-looking girl, but just how slow is... Hey! You're thinking something mean again, aren't you? Wow, did you become a psychic recently? You weren't supposed to agree to that, you big meanie. Sorry, just trying to get in a few hits while I still can. I imagine we'll be in your territory once we reach the club room. Yeah, hey man. Bottom isn't a fan of Monica, I understand. For some, there is no redemption for her, but I happen to think otherwise. All I can suggest is that you get to know her a little more. You know, read into her character a little more, and you might just learn something. And you might just learn a thing or two that you didn't know before that changes your perspective. Come on! Everyone's probably already waiting! Not giving me time to respond, she grabs me by the arm and begins pulling me through the hall. My borderline kidnapping ends when we arrive in front of a third-year classroom. Sarah doesn't even give me a moment to collect myself before swinging open the door and throwing me inside. Jesus Christ, Sayori. Needless to say, I was not prepared for what I had gotten tossed into. Damn it. Girl's gonna kill me one of these days. Having recovered from my shove, I look ahead to find 3 girls watching me with pure bewilderment on their faces. Yeah, I bet they're confused, like, what the fuck, who is this guy? And Sayori, why did you throw him in here? Like, Jesus, do you have no sense of restraint? I'm back! Sorry for taking so long, everybody. The perplexed trio all but ignore Sayori as they continue trying to decipher what kind of creature I am. Oh, I love this. I love this. Hello. My name's Ben. It's nice to meet you all. They all take a second to process the situation before anyone speaks up. Oh, so you're who she was talking about? Sorry, Ben. Sarah told us she was bringing someone by, so it's not like we weren't expecting you. Your entrance was just a bit... surprising, let's say. Yeah, that's one way to put it, Monica. I should say a quick grimace before I respond. Nah, no worries. I'm sure you're happy to have a vice president who carries out her duties so energetically. Of course. Though I didn't expect her to take her role of recruiter quite so seriously. I can see Sarah using us as a battering ram and then throwing us into the room. I'm just imagining that Toy Story scene with where they're using Rex as a battering ram. But now that you're here, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Monica from Class 3A.
the current president of the Literature Club. It's nice to meet you.
Guess even class stars have to do a proper introduction from time to time. But wasn't Monica on a debate team or something? How'd she end up as president of the Literature Club?
You two should introduce yourselves as well. Oh, right. My name is Yuri. I'm in class 3C. It's very nice to meet you.
She does a polite bow before she steps out of the way. With all her formality, this girl seems more suited to the student council than a literature...
Natsuki, also from class 3C.
There seems to be an unusually large amount of hostility coming from the pink-haired one. Wait, class 3C? This girl's a third year? Talk about shocking. I had no idea anyone in our grade was so... petite. You got a problem? Not exactly. Just surprised we're all seniors and haven't met prior to now. Her glare tells me she isn't fully convinced. Oh no, she never is. Natsuki is never satisfied at the first meeting.
Not meeting all your peers is actually pretty common given the size of our student body, but it's not as though we're total strangers. Natsuki and Yuri are in the same class, and you and Sayori seem to have known each other for quite some time. Plus, I believe the two of us were also in the same homeroom last year.
So she remembers me, huh? I'd almost feel honored if not for her.
Alright then!
Not even gonna get to finish that thought. Okay, good to know. Okay. On we go.
With introductions out of the way, we actually had some cupcakes prepared today at the request of our vice president. Monica?
Now I understand. Sayori had them bring cupcakes to bait me into coming.
Is everything okay? Your face has become awfully red all of a sudden. No problems here.
With her grand scheme exposed, Sayori ducks away while fidgeting with her fingers. Not one to let effort go unrewarded, I find myself ruffling her hair. Might want to let others in on your plot next time.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Wah!
Can we hurry and eat already before these two make me lose my appetite?
Need a question mark there.
Huh? Oh! Here, I'll help you get the cupcakes. And allow me to prepare some tea for everybody.
Even with the cheery vibe, there's still a tinge of awkwardness in the air. Shouldn't be surprised considering they're dealing with a total outsider at the moment. Alright, sounds good. Beat the child? Oh no! Why? Also, hi, animator. These thoughts swirl around my head as I follow Monica to collection of desks and chairs. I feel like you're missing a word there. To a collection or the collection?
These are so cute!
Sarah's getting excited about something on the other end of the room as we sit down at the makeshift table. The object of her affection doesn't stay a secret for long, though, as a tray of cupcakes is soon laid in front of me. Each one was designed to look like a little cat, with eyes and ears being decorated out of icing. I did play a mod where they actually showed the design of the cupcakes. I forget what the name of the mod is, though, but I do remember playing one that actually shows, you know, what the cupcakes look like. Oh, is it Blue Skies that does that? I couldn't remember. Mod has a few errors. Okay. Well, we'll encounter them as we come across them.
What do you think, Ben? Aren't they super adorable?
Adorable may be right, but where do you even buy cupcakes like these? Was having a potential member come visit really worth buying custom-made cupcakes? Well, I'm lost in thought, wondering about the advancement of cupcake technology. A tea set and several cups are also placed on the table.
Would you care for some as well, Ben?
Oh, yes please. After I thank Yuri, I can't help but stare at the above-average tea set that just appeared out of nowhere.
The teacher has allowed us to keep this stored in the closet ever since the club was formed, in case you're curious.
I didn't ask, but thank you. She promptly answers the question on my mind without me even having to ask. I see. Do you always drink tea during meetings?
Not always, but I would say more often than not.
World of Dreams is the first ever mod to showcase what the poster looked like that Sari made during Act 1. I know I have seen another mod that, you know, put a poster in Sari's hands during Act 1. I don't remember what mod it was though, but I know in a mod before World of Dreams, I'm pretty sure. I've seen it. I just wish I remembered the name. It may be Doki Doki Within. I could be wrong, though. It is illegal to drive a camel on the highway. I see we're getting back to the hilarious laws that exist. Well, drinking tea while reading in a quaint room like this does sound rather relaxing.
Indeed, I am actually rather fond of that feeling.
Yes, I did know about that, Bradley. So fond, she begins zoning out at the thought.
What about you, Ben? Do you enjoy reading in your free time?
The question is innocent enough, but there's still some discomfort in my chest as she asks this. Yeah, something along those lines. Books used to be my main source of entertainment, but that changed around my first year in high school.
Oh?
Her blatant curiosity causes that discomfort to grow slightly stronger. 10 minutes in and I already have to lie? Wonderful. My mom has been a pretty prominent bookworm for as long as I can remember. Must have picked the habit up from her at some point.
And the reason you stopped reading so much?
I will admit I did not know that, Monica Dev. It is illegal to fly a kite in Victoria, Australia. What does Victoria have against kites? I would love to know who came up with that one. And what the reason behind that is. That sounds so stupid. I remember you guys told me that one last time we did Weird Laws. You cannot die in the House of Parliament. And I just thought that was absolutely hilarious, because it's like, what are they gonna do? Charge your corpse? You're dead. Is she messing with me? How can you be so nosy with someone you just met? Life got busier once I entered high school. Less free time led to less relaxing, which eventually ended with the hobby falling to the wayside. It's wayside, not waste side. It's just weird. Why do you always miss the streams? If you want to be up to date with when the streams go live, I have a Discord server now. Check the description. There should be a link to join. And I always ping the reaction roll when the stream goes live, so people know when it goes live immediately. Oh, you might not have the role then. It is illegal to sell peanuts in Lee County after sundown on Wednesday. Very strange. Also, I just have to point out, finally a mod gets this right. Less free time led to less reading. So many people will put lead as in pencil lead instead of the proper word here. So, props for getting that right. I see that mistake all the time nowadays. Well, it's a mistake I've been seeing in casual, text conversations for years. And it seeps its way into these mods, so I always gotta give credit where it's due. Monica is not food. As I'm sharing my story, I noticed Sarah's expression becoming increasingly downcast.
I see. Then perhaps joining this club will allow you to once again have time to read like you used to.
In Arkansas, you can't honk your horn near a sandwich shop after 9 p.m. I guess some restaurant owner must have complained, so they made it a dumb law. Putting salt on a railroad track may be punishable by death. I would have to ask what the hell salt does to a railroad track. Like, what the hell? Like, why? Yeah, maybe. Conscious not to let the topic linger on me, I turn my attention to the cupcakes. What's up, DL2T? Very oddly specific name I see you chose. Zoophilia is legal in 2 states. That's fucked up, man. What type of mod name is SNAFU? It's called My Doki Doki SNAFU, and I don't know. I appreciate the sub, man. I hope you enjoy the content. Well, obviously, that's how dumb laws like this come into existence. Somebody does something that's so stupid that people are just like, why is that a thing? And obviously it resulted in something bad. So the government is just like, no, you cannot do this oddly specific thing. And yeah, the chat started bringing up stupid laws again, so we're doing dumb laws again. Is that right? Based on an anime of the same name. This is my first time playing this mod, but I've been playing DDLC mods for almost 2 years now. Eating sweets usually isn't on my mind, but seeing as how this is the quickest route to avoid more... My tempered expectations are blown away as a sweet, almost homemade taste fills my mouth. Yeah. Also, hi Streety, how are you doing tonight? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I started with the base DDLC and then Moss here in March of 2020. March 11th to be specific. But yeah, I've been playing keeping up with Monica and After Story and playing mods off and on for this game ever since. Ever since then. I bet. Where did you get these cupcakes from?
Where? Oh, I see. Nobody appears to have told you. These cupcakes were actually made by our very own resident baker, Natsuki. Hey! I don't remember becoming the club's resident baker.
You seriously made these? Well, yeah. What about it? I'm just impressed, is all. They taste and look so good, I assumed they were custom made at some high-class bakery or something. Thanks, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I made them for you or anything. Haven't I heard this somewhere before? She says this, I can't help but recall the seminar Kiba once presented me on modern workings of a tsundere. What a line. I can tell you that for a fact, Zach. I can tell you that for a fact. Because I seen it. I seen it. Snafu means a confused or chaotic state. Is that right? Surely that was a coincidence, and my mentality has just been tainted by his wisdom. Trying to ignore Natsuki's occasional red-faced glances, I continue working through my cupcake and tea. Who would I choose? I think the answer is pretty obvious if you look in the bottom right corner of the screen. Also, I think I skipped over a line. The four girls fall into what seems like routine conversation after a few minutes of eating. Natsuki's face once again takes a crimson tone as Sarai gives her cupcakes a raving review. And we all thank Yuri for the tea as she begins collecting our cups in her tea set. My focus happens to land on Monika in the middle of all this. The fact she remembered me is oddly unsettling for some reason. Okay. What about that is unsettling, if I may? I don't see why that's unsettling. Class star or not, my ability to become invisible in a crowd is one of the few things I take pride in. Maybe if she had been the class rep, this would be more understandable, but I clearly recall her turning down the position to focus on her clubs. In Los Angeles, you cannot hurt moths under street lamps in Fresno. Visitors cannot bother lizards at city parks. Walking an elephant down Market Street in San Francisco is illegal unless the elephant is on a leash. I think the struggle would just be getting an elephant to San Francisco. Like, how would you even do that? How? Yep, new memer role in the Discord server, so there you go. Some tension floats through my temples as the memories slowly come back. Alright, what memories are we digging up here, man? Having her in the same homeroom seemed like a blessing at first, given how she was bound to draw any and all attention. But that was little more than wishful thinking once she became the ideal we were all measured against. I honestly had a grudge against her for most of the year because of it, stupid as that may sound. Absolutely, dude. What could I do? Constant comparisons would always remind me of... Ben? Her words quickly break off my train of thought. Chocolate-covered onion emoji. Nah, fam, get trippin', nah. Who invited this kid? I don't know. I was about to say, from a distance, I thought that looked like a crown, but now that I'm looking at it, no, that's definitely a chocolate-covered onion. I don't know who was comparing you to Monica in that homeroom, but it's fucking homeroom. Chill, man. Let it go. Did you need something, Monica? Well, you've been staring at me for a while now. Shit! So I was wondering if everything was okay. Oh, sorry about that. Where? Where, Bizarre Animator? Where is that a law? And may I ask why? Oh, I think I definitely will, Frankie. You have a good night, man. I'm really enjoying this mod so far. Oh, sorry about that. Was just a little lost in thought. Didn't mean to gawk or make you uncomfortable or anything.
Oh, I see. I'm glad to hear you weren't thinking of anything ill-fitting of a literature club candidate.
Ill-fitting? I think that's just a polite way of saying something more derogatory. Illegal in Middle Eastern countries. Why? Dun, 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 dun. Wait, did she just call me? You didn't tell us your friend was a pervert, Sayori.
Huh? Pervert? That's not... Ben isn't... He wouldn't.
Would you mind saying that with a bit more confidence? She receives a quick and justifiable karate chop to the head. Ow!
Don't worry, Natsuki. I believe it's still too early to declare whether Ben is a deviant or not.
You're not exactly helping my case, you know. Well, guess this kind of bullying is par for the course when you're the only guy in a group of girls. Sounds about right to me. Oh, now that we're into transition, I'm gonna go use the restroom quick, so I'll be back in a minute. Alrighty, let's get back into it. I've managed to learn a bit more about each of the other members during the several minutes of lighthearted banter leading up to now. For instance, Yuri enjoys reading serious psychological novels, while Natsuki prefers less complex, cutesy stuff. Huh, cool. Along with their tastes in literature, two girls appear to have polar opposite personalities. Yuri practically begins shrinking whenever Natsuki's voice hit a certain decibel. Interesting as they both seem, however, these two weren't the only ones who grabbed my attention. There was also Monica, who didn't appear to be any different from how she was back when we were in homeroom together. She's the kind of person who could pass as your best friend after only knowing you for a day. No surprises there. Last but not least was Sayori, who, as you'd expect, was Sayori. Nothing more, nothing less. I'll take that kind of simplicity. My goal of listening quietly while trying to learn more about everyone is interrupted when the elephant in the room suddenly gets brought up.
Now that you have a general idea of the club's atmosphere, what do you think? Are you interested in joining?
There's something I'd like to know before I make my decision, if that's okay.
Of course! Ask whatever is on your mind.
Does this club have any designated activities, like extracurriculars it does on a regular basis?
Designated activities? Didn't we mention this earlier? We were going to, but kinda kept getting sidetracked. Aha, I see. Sorry about that. But the answer would be no. We don't have anything quite so formal. Our time is mostly spent reading or writing, or having discussions about what we've recently read or wrote. Of course, this isn't to say we haven't done anything that may fall into the category of extracurricular. This club hasn't been around for very long, but we have held some spur-of-the-moment activities at the recommendation of our members. We also fully intend to participate in both the summer and fall festivals.
Ah, I see. Yes, I've heard. I have heard, Pig. I have heard. Part of me thought they've just been putting on airs to make me think the club was super relaxed or something. It really does seem to be easygoing with little in the way of required effort. Not to mention the small number of members. In that case, then yes, I'd be happy to join the literature club.
Really? You're seriously going to join?
Sure. I don't have any reason not to.
Yay! I'm so happy!
Sayori immediately wraps her arms around me and begins jumping up and down. Hey! The others turn their attention towards me as I try prying off the vice president. That's not a super old video. When I think old videos, I mean old videos. From like 8 years ago, when I was first starting this channel. You know, back before I even had a capture card, before, you know, my voice sounded like it does now, where it's, you know, gotten a lot deeper, and before I had any clue what the fuck I was doing. Those are the kind of old videos I'm thinking of, man. That's my kind of old videos. Oh, I know, trust me, I know. Yeah, in fact, one of those old-ass videos is one that I want to remake someday. He's hitting puberty for a second time, don't worry about it. No, more like my middle school days, along with, some high school thrown in there. Cause, yeah, I've been publishing videos, you know, since I set up a YouTube channel and, you know, uploaded stuff that I recorded with my phone for shits and giggles. Cause, you know, I wanted to do that. And I thought it sounded like fun, so I just used whatever I had to, you know, record videos. Infant years. Well, YouTube wasn't around until 2006, and by 2006, I was 8 years old, and, you know, we barely had internet, so, yeah. It wasn't until, like, 4K resolution of me first time seeing the world If only, man. That was in 1998, so that's a while ago. Yeah. Yeah, that was the first video I ever published to this channel. Yep. Oh, believe me, we do. And some of them are framed around the house. You know, some of them are framed around our house, so don't you worry about that. I'm well aware.
I'm glad to hear you've decided to join the club after all. Consider yourself lucky. I'd be super pissed if you just came for the cupcakes. Then it's official. Welcome to the Literature Club.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Oh, and one more thing that might be good to know. The club meets every day of the week, but attendance isn't necessarily required since we don't have any set activities. We'd still like you to come as often as you can, but don't worry too much if you end up not being able to make it. In those instances, try to let me know ahead of time. I'll inform everyone beforehand if we ever have to cancel a meeting. You won't have to worry about him missing, Monica. Ben never has anything important to do this time of day anyways.
Is that right?
Ow!
She cowers down as I begin roughly rustling her hair. I wonder what your past self would think on where you ended up here. Yeah, like if I went back in time and told my 13-year-old self that in 2020 you were going to discover a game about a virtual girl that becomes self-aware and tries to get your attention, and that everything was going to go to shit in the next 2 years, and you would spend a lot of time with this virtual girl, I would have told you you're fucking crazy. But here we are. This is why I always hate the question, where do I see myself in 5 years? Because I never knew how to answer that question. You know? How was I supposed to know this was going to happen? Like, dude, how the hell was I supposed to predict this? I don't plan for this. It just sort of happened. And I am okay with that. Yeah. By the way, do you want to know the origin of that strange amalgamation of letters and numbers? You can probably guess it's a username, but you probably don't know where. You probably don't know what the hell that's from. And I doubt you could guess it. Because it is from a fucking ancient ass Flash game. An ancient ass stick figure Flash game. And I made a couple videos on it back in the day. But yeah. If you really want to know, I gave that username to my brother to do whatever the hell he wants with, and he didn't really do anything with it. But that was my original username on the ancient ass stick figure Flash game called Territory War Online. A game that I played the ever-loving shit out of in middle school. I remember I was even in a clan for that game at one point. Make me sound like a slacker, will ya?
Sorry!
My attention returns to Monaco once the cheeky vice president has been dealt with. You said to let you know ahead of time if I'm going to miss, right? Is telling Sarah good enough, or is there another way for me to contact you? Smart man. Smart man.
We actually have a messaging group for the club where you can inform us of things such as absences. It's also how you'll receive news about cancelled meetings. I'll have our vice president add your email now that you're a member.
Right.
Right, Sayori? Yes, ma'am.
Cause somebody mentioned that they have piss on the roof and they were asking for help, that's why. Have I ever showed my face on YouTube? If you dig through my old videos, maybe I did at one point. But I probably look nothing like what I did back then, is what I'm gonna say. She mumbles while rubbing over her head.
Okay, everyone. With that settled, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note.
And so, my first day in the literature club has officially come to an end.
Mm-hmm.
Sayori stands pouting in the doorway.
Mm-hmm.
I love how we're just looking at her like, what?
Mm-hmm.
How long is this gonna go on? This staring contest doesn't last long before ending exactly how you'd expect.
Aren't you gonna say anything?
Huh? Oh yeah. Good afternoon, Sayori. Wonderful weather we're having today. Eee! She lets out a shrill shriek, which probably left every dog in the neighborhood running for cover. Well, my screech sounded nothing like that.
Jeez, that's not what I meant!
Oh? Then would you mind giving me a hint?
She immediately points at the top of her head.
You want me to check for lice?
No, you big meanie! Look how badly you messed up my hair!
Really? Here, I thought I was doing you a favor by fixing it. Can't fault a guy for an honest mistake. Her face slowly takes the form of a predator ready to strike down its prey. Blah, 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 blah. Ah. English is hard, ladies and gentlemen. English is hard. Guess now would be a good time to lay off. Causing a commotion on my first day would likely come back to bite me in the ass. Yeah, probably. Sorry, Sayori. I might have gone a little overboard. I know what I said, man. I know what I said. Don't worry about your hair. The messiness is part of what makes you cute.
Cute?
Looks like she's still weak to blatant lip service even after all these years.
Well, it was kind of messy to begin with.
I'm guessing it didn't go well, because I can tell you from experience, yeah, that sucks. I silently slip past her as she continues trying to bury her blush.
You coming?
Oh, sorry, I did that in the wrong voice. You coming?
Huh?
Since we're both here, I figured we could walk home together. Unless you've got somewhere else to be.
Nope, we totally can. Let me just grab my stuff real quick.
Nah, I'm good, man. While the club meeting went smoothly enough, I'm soon presented with another difficult situation. This time involving Sayori. Between me joining her club and the bonus of us walking together, you'd think she'd be on cloud 9 right about now. But that high she was riding came crashing down about halfway through our commute. Given how her expression usually lands within the range of happy and manic, most people would think something truly awful had happened if they saw her like this. Oh yeah, no kidding, man. Of course, I've been friends with her long enough to know she isn't always brimming with joy. But I'm also aware of how hard she tries to hide whenever she's feeling down. So judging by how she looks now, she's probably so lost in thought that she isn't aware of her appearance right now. My ability to handle her more serious side has never been particularly good, but seeing her this way still never fails to make my chest hurt. Yeah, there you go. Mr. Clean. Guess I'll have to break the ice first. Hey, Sayori, mind if I ask you something? Huh? No need to look so somber. It's just a small detail I've been thinking about for a while now. Sure. I don't mind, but hearing you ask for permission first is a little scary. Sorry, this is important. So, I wanted to give you some time to brace yourself. Good man. Brace myself? It's just, well, I've been wondering. Deep breaths. Have you gained weight? Music stopped. What do you mean, gained weight? Looks like that worked well enough. Getting her to talk would have been nearly impossible if she kept brooding. Did you really think there was big lunch and... She becomes less and less coherent until I finally decide her brain is in need of a good reboot. Oh, that's funny. Thump. Like jamming the power button. Ow! Hopefully a quick forehead flick will be enough to realign her nervous system. What's that for? I was scared you'd start speaking in tongues and didn't want to end up getting cursed. Would have been your fault for saying something so mean. Don't you know you're supposed to be considerate when talking to girls? Yes, but I also don't want to do anything that would reinforce gender stereotypes. Jeez, how can you say stuff like that? Do you really think I've gained weight? Nope, not in the slightest. Plus, I likely wouldn't notice even if you did. Huh? Then why did you say that? Because you've been sulking for a while and I wanted to find out why. Music stopped. Sulking? Yeah, he started acting really down not long after we left the club. I was hoping I'd be able to help if you told me what was going on. Yeah, that's one way to get her attention. Sorry, Ben. So you're keeping it to yourself after all? No, I'm sorry for asking you to join the club. Oh. This comes so far out of left field that I stand dumbstruck for a moment before realizing nobody is speaking. Hold on. Why are you apologizing? Well, it's just... You looked really upset when Yuri asked if you liked reading, and then when you started talking about your mom... Do I love lean? I feel like you're trying to bait me into something, so... I have no idea. And to answer your question, Animator, the origin of the H Factor name came from the fact that when we first set up our PlayStation Network account, this was the name that we ended up settling on for playing online. So I just went with that for a channel name. The H comes from the fact that that's the first letter of our last name. Not really sure what the factor has to do with it. And there wasn't a particular reason for the number 66. So yeah. I think it's just because just H Factor by itself was already taken, so... Well, I'm glad you like it. Will you help clean my ceiling? I would definitely get somebody to help you with that if you're actually not joking. I'm afraid I don't live close enough. I don't know where you live, man. But yeah, if you're actually not joking about that, yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, I'm halfway across the country, man. Definitely get somebody to check that out, though. You know, if you don't want to get up on your roof. You looked really upset when Yuri asked if you liked reading, and then you started talking about your mom. I noticed Sarah's mood dropped during that conversation, but I didn't expect it to keep nagging at her. I wonder if it's because she knows we're making that up, or if it's because, you know, she thinks, you know, something of that. Should have known better. The situation's my fault. I've been friends with Sarah long enough to know that she'll carry stuff like this with her forever if you don't step in. It's something I've been acutely aware of and have tried dodging for the majority of our time together. I try wearing a convincing smile while resting my hand on her head. I know you are, man. I think it's awesome. And alright, see you in a bit, man. The world would be a better place if your attention to detail translated to other things, you know. Seems we're on the same wavelength on that one, hon. So, Zack and Ocean Man are long-lost family? Dude. Mind blown. She doesn't respond, leaving me to speak in a more serious manner. Listen, I'll admit to being a little uneasy at the time, but only because of how long it's been since I last thought about that stuff. Joining the club was my decision, one I wouldn't have made if it had seemed like too much to handle. So don't worry so much, okay? It's all in the past now. That was quick. Nice you're back, though. These words feel especially shallow being told to Sayori. She knows more than anyone about my situation and how poorly I've handled it for the last few years. Are you sure? I don't want you to be uncomfortable because of me. I'm positive. Connection between the two hadn't even occurred to me until Yuri's question. Come on. Your beauty will go to waste if you keep frowning like that. You really don't play fair, you know that? I had a vague understanding. With this, we continue on towards our houses. Oh, really? I don't think I have met someone who lives out in the desert. Not on stream, at least, so it's a new one. I got a Discord ping. He sent me a RimWorld screenshot. What the hell? I know nothing about RimWorld, but what the hell is that line? No, my friend Legixel just sent me a screenshot from him playing RimWorld, and it says, "Prisoner sold. This colony sold a prisoner into slavery. That's a worrying thought. Expires in 4 days." I have no idea what RimWorld is, but god damn, that came out of nowhere. I'll show the screenshot at least. Here. Let me open that in my browser quick. Yeah, dude. That's what my friend Legixel just sent me. This colony sold a prisoner into slavery. That's a worrying thought. You think? What the hell? What the hell, dude? No idea what RimWorld even is. I'd have to look into it. I have no idea, man. Zeri does seem to be in a somewhat better mood, but now I feel like the one who's brooding. She always gets downcast whenever anything related to my family situation comes up. Even after all these years, I've noticed how she deliberately takes steps to avoid topics that even slightly coincide with my past. Piss is dripping down from your ceiling? You're asking the wrong person is what I'm gonna tell you. Depending on where it is, you know, get something to catch the, you know, where the area where it's leaking. And, you know, definitely get somebody out there to look at it, because that ain't right, man. That ain't right. Ah, I see. Thanks for the update, Legixel. Ah, so that's a quote from PC Gamer. She was probably so excited about asking me to join her club that she legitimately didn't make a connection between the two. Jeez, this girl really is too nice for her own good. While I usually spend my time after school studying, making dinner, and going for the occasional jog, attending the club meeting today totally drained me. Clearly, Legixel. Good to know. That's, good to know about RimWorld. Wow. Wouldn't have guessed that. But then again, I don't know anything about it, so I couldn't guess. I'd have to, see a synopsis. And alright, will do, Bradley, will do. See you in a bit. Socializing has never been my strong suit, but hopefully I'll grow more accustomed to being around the others. Thinking this, I scarfed down a plate of leftovers before retiring to my bedroom. Thursday, spring semester, April 7th. Hey, my birthday! So that means this mod officially starts on April 6th. Literally the day before my birthday. That is fucking rad. Ha 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 ha! I feel so special right now. Something dawns on me as I begin leaving my house. I wonder if Sarah would want to start walking to school together again now that we're clubmates. Seriously, what are the fucking odds of that, man? I'm not going to be able to stop thinking about that. Not that we really need an excuse, but using the club as a reason would probably help me avoid any Kiba-induced headaches. Okay, everyone. Time to start socializing. Throughout your days in the literature club, you'll often be given a choice of who to spend your time with. Doing this will help you grow closer with whoever you choose. Use the Appeal tab in the menu to help keep track of all the progress you make. Colony Sim that introduced the trend of advanced health mechanics within indie games. Neato, neato! That's on you, man. That's on you. Also, I feel like this is the perfect time to make a save for when to start new playthroughs, because there were no choices to really be made that impacted anything throughout that first part of the game. Check Discord. I can clearly see that. I never thought I'd see a fusion of Momo and Freddy Fazbear, but now I have seen it. And now I wonder who made that and why. If you could talk to anyone in the world for 10 minutes, who would it be? Does it have to be somebody in reality, or can it be anybody? Because if it can be anybody from anything, I think you all know who I'm gonna choose. Alright, so this is the first real choice of the mod. Who do we go to school with? Hello! Akami. So I have been told, Michael, so I have been told. We'll see who we get on our first playthrough here. I don't have anybody pre-planned who I'm going to be going for. I don't even know how to get, who in this mod. I'm just going to make whatever choice seems right based on the info I have, and we are going to end up with whoever we end up with. Don't you give me that look, Monica. Don't you give me that look. Just feels like since we're trying to avoid Kiba, we should go with Sayori. Yep. Taken from us too soon. You got Yuri on your playthrough, and you play it by how you would choose. So yeah, now that we're, I think, really starting to get into the mod proper here, that we're past the introduction stage, I'm really excited to see where this goes now. But yeah, since we're trying to avoid Kiba here, and honestly, Kiba just seems like the kind of person I would just be like, get out of my face, get away from me. Yep, just let me know where you're at, Legixel. Dude, it's 1 in the morning. It's 1 in the morning here, dude. Don't ask me to do something that stupid. Oh, I have a new, I've got a new PM here. Kirby's Nightmare. Definitely looks like it. That looks cursed, that looks cursed, my dude. Ugh. Not sure who Mega Not Gay Dio is, but good to see ya. Breaking news, scientists discover winged spider. Yeah, I've seen that one before. It's like, just why? I see. Welcome back, man. Yeah, you didn't know that's a thing? Rick Goski. That sounds very familiar. But yeah, dude. I've never seen one in real life, but yeah. Winged spider. Alright. But yeah. If we're trying to avoid Kiba, she probably has a lot to talk about now that we're in the same club together. Guess I'll let Kiba know what's going on. This consideration soon proves regrettable, as he quickly responds to my text with, "Go get her, champ. I'm rooting for ya." Ugh. Can't imagine walking to school with her more often will do much to clear up his misunderstanding. Slightly exasperated, I leaned against my gate while scrolling aimlessly through my phone. 10 minutes pass and still no sign of Sayori. She's never been an early bird, but still. I'll end up being late if she doesn't leave soon. 2 minutes later. Waiting here much longer will cause me to miss first bell, regardless of whether she shows up or not. Oh well. So we could always just try walking together tomorrow. Bang! What is that, a gunshot or the sound of a door slamming open? Yep. My monologuing is interrupted by the sound of a door being slammed on the opposite side of the street. Oh, there was nothing gentle about how Sayori just opened her door, man. Looking over reveals the culprit to be a dopey-looking girl who's currently fumbling around in her bag while also wrestling an intense case of bedhead. This isn't a bad sight to start your day with. As far as sights go, I suppose this one isn't too bad. Seemingly picking up on the presence of ridicule, Sayori's gaze shoots over in my direction. She's upon me in seconds.
Ben, why are you still here? You're gonna be late.
I reach up and begin pulling on her cheeks. That's rich, coming from the person who's gonna make me late to begin with.
Oh, sorry.
Honestly. Come on, postpone your scolding for when you're not short on time. She stands in a confused stupor for a moment before catching up to me.
Wait up! What do you mean by the person who was gonna make you late?
Exactly how it sounds. Every once in a while, Michael. I love my lemonade, and Mike's Hard Lemonade is just lemonade with a little more kick to it. What, you mean my talking Tom, or do I really sound like that app with Sayori's voice right now? Oh god. Been waiting in front of my house this whole time, thinking you would want to walk together again.
Really?
No, that was a joke. I was actually practicing being late to my future son's baseball game. Now that's some good sarcasm right there. That is awesome.
Ben! Jeez, you always have to say something like that right after being nice.
Yes, I am obligated to do so by the law of sarcasm. Are you asking if I'm contractually obligated?
Obviously not.
Oh? Then we'll go with the tried and true answer of my personality sucks.
That's probably not something you should soon proud about.
Sorry, sound proud about. God, I butchered that. Just making the most of what I've got.
Honestly. Ben?
She jumps in surprise as I stop to get step closer to her. Do you mean a step? Hold on. Oh yeah. Just as I expected. I've only noticed a few so far, man. I've only noticed a few so far.
What are you doing all of a sudden?
Sorry, Sayori. I just needed a better look.
Better look?
Her face grows bright red as she begins restlessly fidgeting with her fingers. Every sea in Pacific Ocean is said differently. Yep. Pacific. Yep. Pacific Ocean. Yep. We're playing Doki Doki SNAFU. We're playing Doki Doki SNAFU. Sorry. The hell was that voice crack? We just started the second day. Hey, can I ask you something? Did you eat toast this morning? Toast? Yeah, you know. Sliced bread, browned around both sides by exposure to radiant heat. I wasn't really asking for the definition, but yeah. Why'd you ask? Aside from the myriad of crumbs currently decorating your face? No reason, really. Ben! Sorry, it's really not bad. Here, stand still for a moment. I place my hand on her shoulder to calm her down and use my free hand to wipe away the few crumbs littering the sides of her mouth. There, that should be good enough. Yep, it's a beautiful sight, isn't it? We were just wiping some breadcrumbs off her face from when she ate cinnamon. No, not cinnamon. Well, I know some people put cinnamon on toast. She had some breadcrumbs from the toast. Of course he's watching this on his TV, man. You nuts? Though you still might want to run some water over your mouth at school to be sure. We're deaf in this area route. We've only had one choice so far. This is the first day we've only made any real choices so far. Literally, this is the only choice we've decisively really made so far. So we're far from settling on a route yet. And like I said, I don't really know what route I'm going to end up on anyway. Oh, I'm sure. Check your appeal tab? I'll look at it later. I don't want to ruin too much. Check your appeal tab religiously? Hey, where's the fun in that? I want to be surprised. This mod actually takes a long time to stick on one route. I'm sure it does, man. Given how many there are. My boy! You made it! You finally made it to one! Nice! You finally made it to one where I'm not about to end the stream in 5 minutes. How you doing, my man? Something wrong, Sayori? No, not really. You just acted nice. I was sort of waiting to hear something mean or sarcastic. Oh? I had no idea you were such a masochist. Because I'm not! That a fact? Jeez. Do you have any idea of how scared I was when you suddenly got all close? Glad to hear it, my man. Glad to hear. Scared? Yeah. I had no idea what you were gonna do after leaning in like that. Seriously? You expecting me to start making out with you on the spot or something? Well... no... That certainly didn't instill much confidence. Natsuki told me how all men are beasts the other day, so I sorta had that going through my head. Hey, don't you listen to Natsuki, you goof. Situation normal, all fucked up. Beautiful. What kind of mental image does this girl have of me exactly? First, she doesn't rebuke the idea of me being a pervert, and now she thinks I'm just gonna casually assault her during my morning commute? Duh, we need to hurry! The first bell's gonna ring soon! Oh, right. Yeah, that's a thing, remember? Yeah, check out the mod, Hike Up Bonsai. In that case, Bizarre Animator. Alright, have a good night, Michael. Thanks for hanging out. Let's go. We then ran the rest of the way to school, just barely making it in time for homeroom. Lunchtime! After grabbing some food from the cafeteria, I find myself wandering into the courtyard once again. I normally don't spend my lunch period outside, but after my failed attempt at concealing myself yesterday, I kind of enjoyed eating out here. The weather's nice and cool, the buildings block the wind, and sitting in the sunlight helps wake me up. Also, like yesterday, there's a person coming along to wreck the perfectly peaceful atmosphere I'm trying to be absorbed in. Well, isn't this a surprise? As usual, Kiba seems totally focused on making me as annoyed as possible. Before you start your little song and dance routine, can you at least do me a favor and sit down first? Surely someone of your caliber is capable of eating and mentally exhausting me at the same time. I just don't want my food's heat to be a casualty of maniacal ramblings again. Alright, I'll do as you ask. But jeez, someone of my caliber? I'm a little embarrassed. Don't be, it wasn't a compliment. He seems to ignore me as he continues to nervously rub his neck like some girl who just got asked on a date. Oh, that's right. Sorry, Ben, but your cheap words won't be enough to keep me at bay. That's a shame. If they were, I imagine we would probably get along better. You should have named your character Idiot. Subsequent name suggestions for subsequent playthroughs, man. Yeah, I believe I read something in general about that. Something with the welcome messages. But yeah, for subsequent playthroughs, I'm not opposed to changing the name to something stupid. And again, I never complimented you. Cutting me off before I can finish, Kiba leans in and begins talking in a hushed voice. At least tell me that you made her breakfast in bed, right? You think the sequel to this mod is FUBAR? I know it sounds a little cliche, but a nice gesture like that would go a long way. I was expecting him to be a little giddy after I went to the club yesterday, but at this point I'm totally lost. Taking my silence as a no, he continues. Nothing like that, huh? Oh well, maybe I did have my hopes set a little too high. After all, you've never really struck me as the romantic type. No offense. None taken. I never really have been. Though if I were you, I'd try and just do a little something like that every once in a while. I'm afraid that if you stay this way much longer, the relationship might fall apart completely. Yep, it's Chadsey. Starring as Kiba in this mod. So at this point I'm convinced that Kiba has somehow managed to forget who I am and is having a conversation meant for someone else. That sounds like as good a theory to me, man. Wait just 1 second. Can I ask you a question? Do you know who I am? Who is it that you're currently talking to? Huh? Yeah, you're Ben. You were in the same class last year. So that wasn't it. Okay, then I have one more thing I want to know. Sure? What's going on? Up until this point, what the actual hell have you been talking about? That's easy. I was talking about how you spent the night at Sayori's and then walked to school together. In the words of Mark Twain, no amount of evidence can convince an idiot. Oh my god. Fucking kill me. You know, despite myself, I've never considered Kiba to be a lost cause. Well, that changes today. I was hoping that if he spent more time with me, he would slowly absorb more and more of my negative aura. And after that negativity turned him into a realistic and functioning member of society, I'd be able to give myself a little pat on the back. Welcome to the stream, Moonlight, by the way. But it's clear to me now that those expectations were just too unrealistic, and that it seems there really is nothing I can do for this man. As such, I'm currently staring at him silently as my brain fails to come up with words that could improve this situation. Oh yes, very much so, Bradley. You can tell by the enthusiasm in my voice. However, there are plenty that come to mind that would inevitably make it worse. Since that's all I have to work with, I decide to roll with it. Ben, everything alright? Asking if everything is alright after laying that on me? You really are cruel, Kiba. I'm shocked, honestly. I had no idea you'd be the first one to figure things out. Figure what out? Though I guess it is ultimately my fault. I started getting careless towards the end. I mean, I had everything checked off the list. I made sure no one followed us on the way home, that nobody tried to visit my house while I was gone. To think everything would come to light because of my selfish decision not to use contraceptives. Contraceptives? Wait, you mean, like... I had no idea a little bout of morning sickness would end up being what unraveled all my hard work. It's true that I could have just left her and met you at our usual spot, but my pride as a man just wouldn't allow it. Even though this may make things harder, I'll still be able to stand up straight and be proud of my actions. Mad fucking respect for this man here. My god. Spoken like a fucking champ. This man knows what humor looks like. Jesus Christ. Those lines were pure fucking gold. That is how you do sarcasm, ladies and gentlemen. Keep.exe has stopped responding. Please contact your administrator. Oh my god. I let out a long breath after finishing my spectacular, entirely fictional story. While taking a moment to compliment my own narrative skills, I noticed that Kiba seems to have broken. Oh, I can't wait to see what Monica is gonna be like in this mod. I genuinely can't wait. He's emitting incoherent groans and seems to have begun foaming at the mouth. I think we might have broke him a little too much. I had no idea. So you, Sayori, you... Of course not. If only a chop to the head was enough to fix whatever it is he's got going on up there. Something tells me you and me are on the same wavelength, hun. There ain't much going on in that head up there, I can tell you that much. Something tells me that, yeah, there ain't a whole lot going on in that head of his up there. You didn't? No! How many times do I have to tell you that me and Sayori aren't like that? Man, you really had me going with that one. I mean, I totally bought everything you said. Well, it's nice to see how gullible you are, then. I imagine that'll come in very useful later. Actually, the whole thing kind of sounded a bit too realistic. Okay, dude, stop. I'm not that good of a storyteller. That whole story nut was nothing more than a skit written and performed by yours truly. It has no historical accuracy whatsoever. Yeah, I guess you're right. I can't really picture Sarah doing any stuff like that anyways. I'm glad you're convinced of my innocence now. I sit and watch as Kiba continues trying to calm himself down before finally being able to eat his lunch. The moment of silence that comes as we both finish our meals doesn't last for long. Okay, now that that's done, I want you to lay it all out for me. I'm talking the room, the members, their taste in literature, their favorite colors, their home addresses. Okay, Jesus Christ, boy, slow the fuck down. If there are any girls I want to know their taste in men, their email addresses, their 3 sizes. Ow! He's interrupted by a quick thump to the forehead. You're getting ahead of yourself. Yeah. Way ahead of yourself. Sorry, just wanted to see how far I could take it. But I really do want to know about the club. Oh, and the girls. That should make things easy then. I'm curious how he knows it's just girls in the club room. Huh? At his request, I begin telling Kiba about my first day in the literature club. This includes the details I was able to learn about each of the members. Of course, I'm not exactly familiar with any of them besides Sayori, so my knowledge isn't very extensive. But I get the feeling that Kiba isn't too concerned about the little details. He doesn't know until now. And that's it? That's everyone? Yeah, just me and those 4. No one else. Is that right? It seems my synopsis of the club was enough to finally drive Kiba over that ledge he's been standing at for so long. Though I have a pretty good idea why. Yep, you got that right, my boy. You got that right. Let me get this straight, just to make sure I'm not misunderstanding anything. You're telling me that your club consists of your cute childhood friend, the school idol, a mature, timid girl, and a lolly tsundere. Does that sound right? I don't really approve of some of your wording, but yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it.
Well, ain't that swell? I watch as Kiba lays his head down on the table while seeming to have an existential crisis. That didn't seem like such an existential crisis to me. More like he's getting ideas in that little head of his. Now that he mentions it, I guess my situation is pretty similar to one you might see in a harem anime. I respect the self-awareness game. I again respect the self-awareness. Though I do wish he'd get his head out of the clouds. If anything, being the only guy in a group of girls would be a huge pain in the neck. Do your best lolly voice? That's just my Natsuki voice. I don't really like doing high-pitched voices. It doesn't hurt my... it's not good for me. Not good for my throat. But trying to convince him of that now would probably be an exercise in futility. Okay, Richtofen. That's what you sound like right now. I feel something like pity wash over me as I continue watching this poor lad suffer from his delusions. Hey, lunch period's about to end. Get up before you're late to class. Go without me. I'm gonna lay here for a little while longer. Alright, whatever, man. Suit yourself. Right. Abiding by his orders, I leave Kiba to battle his demons alone. Alright, after school. After my final class ends, I return to the club room that I became familiar with yesterday. Upon entering, I half expect Sarah to come tackle me while spewing nonsense about how I actually came. What I'm actually faced with is pretty much the total opposite. Sarah isn't even here. Huh. I wonder why. I'll think about that while I go use the restroom quick. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. And I have a cat with me. My cat Farley decided to follow me in here. And she hopped up on the bed immediately. What if Sari has a dick? That means we're playing Doki Doki Switcheroo, and that's not the mod we're playing right now. But yeah, as for why Sayori wouldn't be here, all I can figure is that either she wasn't feeling well, something went wrong, or she's just running late. I want to believe she's just running late, but you never know with these mods, man. You never know. You never know.
Who sent that spider thing? Somebody that just started messaging me on Discord tonight. I'm not even sure, you know, who they are, in the chat. Not just her, but it seems like the only person who did show up is Yuri. I want to hope that we're early then. Monica mentioned that attendance wasn't necessary, but this is more than I expected. Yuri noticing that I've entered the room approaches me.
Hello again, Ben. I'm glad to see that you came back to the club.
Well, I am an official member now, after all. Well, their Discord name isn't one that I recognize from the chat. Speaking of which, where are the others? Was my presence so bothersome that they all decided to ditch? You're jumping to conclusions a little soon, man.
Of course not. They would never do that.
That reaction was unexpected? Was she not able to tell that I wasn't being serious? Yuri doesn't pick up too well on cues like this. Don't worry about it. Right. I didn't actually think that was the reason. I was just joking.
Joking? I see. That's a relief.
Are you serious? Do girls like this actually exist nowadays? I don't know. Some people just don't pick up on sarcasm very well. I mean, I'll be the first to admit that my sense of humor is totally warped. What I said just now was incredibly tame compared to the other stuff that comes out of my mouth. I have a cat sitting on me now. Anyways, if that wasn't the reason, do you mind telling me where they are?
Oh, right. Monica and Siri informed me that they were going to the faculty office to discuss the club's new member.
Oh, so that's what it is. Well, is it time to get up? It's time to get up now, Farley. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of what they're doing. I see. So that must mean Natsuki's just running late. So their absence is technically my fault, though I don't dare say that out loud. What about Natsuki? Did she go too? That one I can see genuinely trying to avoid me.
No. In fact, Natsuki is currently present. She's right over there.
Oh, so she must be in the closet, or sitting by the closet. Peering past Yuri towards where she's pointing, I find that the door to the closet is slightly ajar. She in there performing a seance or something?
I didn't quite catch that.
Don't worry, it was nothing worth noting. I don't like to pry, but is there a reason she reads in the closet?
Sorry, but I'm afraid I'm not entirely sure myself. She normally reads in the floor. She normally reads in the floor next to the windows, but today she went into the closet to retrieve her books and never came out.
Not sure if that's a joke or if you're being serious, but I believe in 2023, yeah, that is the next COD game they're making. I'll definitely be keeping my eyes on it since they're finally breaking their annual release cycle for the first time in history. But yeah, I love that typo here. She normally reads in the floor, as in she digs herself into the floor to make herself comfortable. I see. So it was manga after all. She also seems to keep them in the club room. Alright, thanks for letting me know.
There's no need to thank me, Ben. It is my responsibility as the senior member to answer any questions you may have.
Ah, I was not aware there was any more roles beyond president and vice president in here. Is that right, Yuri? That's a new one. There we go. Now you're nice and comfy, right? Sorry, I'm trying to sit still, Farley. Benny boy is trying to stream here. It's moments like this where I wish I had a webcam. I see you rolling your eyes there, Monica. Come on. Why do I have Amy Rose in my profile picture? Because she was my favorite character growing up. Don't fuck with the rose. That a fact?
Yes, that it is.
I'll admit, there is something endearing about this over-serious, somewhat airheaded girl named Yuri. She seems nice enough. I don't think I'd mind learning more about her. Oh no, not at all. Actually, Yuri, since I have your attention, what do you normally do while you're in here?
Well, if there are no activities that come up during the meeting, I normally just read.
Oh yeah. On off days, Zach, mine is literally open all day long. Until it's time to go to bed. Literally all day.
We actually keep a variety of titles in the back of the room.
Sure enough, I glance over and see books lining the shelves against the wall.
Of course, you could always bring your own if those don't suit your interests.
Good to know, but I doubt that'll be much of an issue. I'm content with reading just about anything. The subject's not something I normally get caught up on. What about you? You mentioned something like psychological thrillers and horror novels, right? Yeah, sure, if you want to put it like that. Got any recommendations you could give me?
Oh, well, I do suppose I've read a few recently that were enjoyable, but are you sure you want one from me?
He did ask, Yuri.
Natsuki says the books I read are odd. I'm sure that's just a difference in taste. I'll likely enjoy anything you recommend.
Oh, excuse me, I thought Yuri said that. I thought that was Yuri being, self-aware there. And this is where the knowledge, intelligence, and sociability ranks come into the mod. Yeah, I did read something about stats on the mod page, so... Not used to having to manage stuff like that in this mod, but here we go.
Truly. In that case...
Yuri turns around and heads back to the desk that she was stationed at before beginning to dig through her bag. The timidness seems pretty strong with this one, but at least we have a common interest. Assuming you can call my reading habit a genuine interest. For a few seconds, she returns to me, nervously carrying a novel. Seeing a comma there.
Here, if you'll accept, I could loan you this one.
Taking the book she's presenting, I look over the cover. The Killing Game. Based off her description from yesterday, this definitely looks like something that would fall within her scope. And Farley got up.
I finished that one pretty recently, and hadn't gotten around to taking it out of my bag, so I wouldn't mind you holding on to it.
This looks like it'll be interesting. Thanks for letting me borrow it, Yuri. Maybe once I'm finished, we can discuss our thoughts.
Are you sure you'd want to do that?
Sure. I think it'll be fun. I think it could be fun.
I see. Well, I think I'd enjoy doing that as well.
Novel in hand, I make my way to a desk and set my stuff down. Discussing a book together, huh? I feel a little selfish for having asked, but I can't deny that the thought of it does bring up some nostalgic, if not bittersweet memories. Judging by her blush, she seems perfectly fine with the idea. Guess that means it's not all bad. Oh, you haven't figured out how to get it yet? It'll be fucking hilarious if I first try it. It'll be fucking hilarious if I first try Monica on this game. This runs through my head as I look down at the book Yuri handed me. It's time to better yourself. You'll often be given various options of how to spend your time. Depending on what you choose, you may attain a stat boost. These stats will dictate what scenes are available and if you're able to deepen your relationship with the girls. Exactly, Bradley. That's how I'm going to be playing this first playthrough. But yeah, let me check, make sure I got what I wanted out of that screenshot. I am just going to keep that in mind going forward. Your stats consist of intelligence, sociability, and athleticism. Don't give me hints, man. Different choices will increase different stats, so make sure you pay attention. First one will serve as an example. Have you not visited her for a while? Because that'll do that. I know when I don't visit her all day, she sometimes gets pissy with me. She never seems to mean it, though. You have every right to be mad if I don't have time to visit you. I try to make time when I can, but I don't always have time. It was 2 days, I see. See, I've never had that happen. And yes, somehow I have yet to miss a day with this girl in almost 2 years. I am not obsessed at all. I don't know what you're talking about. Stats have been added to the Appeal tab. I feel like reading... Well, I can't complain you're not giving me enough options, game. Such choices. Opening to page 1, I begin to read. I was hibernating. I see. So what you're saying is that you were getting ready for a speed run. I've got a pretty solid grasp on the book's plot after about 20 minutes. It's a horror/mystery novel where several people wind up trapped in a school for various reasons. Yeah, I remember reading one about a group of kids getting trapped in a school during a really bad snowstorm one time. So you're a bear? My Strange Edition crossover. I don't remember what the name of that book was, but it was an interesting book. After a sudden power outage, a dead body appears among the group. Of course, by this part I was a little disappointed. You're a squirrel. Good. That's great. It's the same plot of mystery novels you can find on the shelves of grade schools. However, my initial opinion was off the mark. Usually in books like this, you can pretty well guess the killer in the whole "it was the butler" thing. Like the whole "it was the butler" thing. As the characters became more fleshed out and afraid, you could really feel the despair they're fighting through. It also has a nice touch where the killer leaves signs and markings that plays into the psychological horror element. Intelligence increased by 3. Totally engrossed, the sudden sound of the clubroom door swinging open causes me to flinch slightly. Ben! Sarah is practically on top of my desk before I even managed to look up. I can't believe you're actually here! Not that I expected you to skip, but still! You're even reading too? This is so bizarre! Oh, I absolutely would too, Bradley. I absolutely would. If seeing a person reading a book inside a literature club is bizarre to you, I'm afraid you might not know the meaning of the word. That's not what I meant, you meanie. It's just kind of strange to see you sitting inside in the same club as me. If she's saying fine we can talk, man, what are you doing to her, man? She does not sound happy with you at all. It's just kind of strange to see you sitting in the same club as me. Plus, you totally blend in. If I didn't know you, I would have been convinced that you were some kind of literature club veteran. Thanks? I doubt it's the reading that made me blend in, but rather my years of experience in trying to hide my presence and avoid attention. He would get along so well with Yuri. Yeah, she does, man. Yeah, she does. So, what's she reading? She curiously scans over the book still being held open on my desk. All I do is talk for 20 minutes and then get off. It's titled The Killing Game. Yuri loaned it to me. Huh? Yuri did? Yeah. We were talking about books earlier and she gave me this one as a recommendation. It's a refreshing take on the murder mystery genre. So far, anyway. Ooh, that sounds kinda scary. Assuming your taste in literature hasn't changed in the last few years, I imagine it'd be a bit too intense for you. I think any book Yuri reads would probably be like that. Not a bad observation, considering you once told me you'd rather watch grass grow than read books. All I'm thinking of now is the Jolly Waker bit at the end of the watching paint dry Half-Life 2 mod, where he's accidentally himself into discovering the secret watching grass grow game by touching the wall before the guy's even done talking. And the dude's just like, and the narrator's just like, welcome to watching grass grow, the game. In this game, you sit and watch grass grow in real time. God, what a fucking mod. Monica just said, what do you want? Yeah, Jesus. Not sure what to tell you, man. Appease thy queen. I'd rather see him come back from that, man. Why do you remember that?
Jeez, I was a little kid when I said that. I've grown up since then.
True. It's undeniable that you've gotten taller.
Was that an insult?
That sounded more like an observation. An excellent question. I love this man. She pouts at me as I set a bookmark on the page before sliding the novel into my bag. Monica approaches the two of us as I do this.
You seem to have settled in pretty well, Ben.
I suppose so. Reading like this isn't so bad every now and then.
I'm glad to hear it. That attitude has already put you ahead of a certain fellow club member.
Wink, 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 nudge, nudge. Monica shoots Sayori a cheeky smile. You little devil. I love it.
I wonder who she's talking about. Don't you, Ben?
Yeah, I wonder, Sayori. I wonder. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's gonna go over well. It's you, Sayori. I respect his bluntness.
You're supposed to be subtle!
So you don't deny the fact that she was indeed talking about you?
Meanie.
I love this man. I love this man. After Sayori has fully succumbed to defeat, I turn my attention back to Monica. Was there anything you needed?
Not anything specifically. I was just checking to see if you had any more questions regarding the club.
Thanks, but I can't say that I do at the moment. You already answered some stuff earlier, so I'm good for now.
I'm happy to hear that the two of you are getting along. And if you do think of anything else, just let me know.
Sure thing. She turns around to go back to the teacher's desk, but I stop her before she makes any progress. Oh, where are you going with this, my boy? Oh, and thanks, Monica. You too, Sayori. Yuri told me that the two of you had gone to the faculty office to tell the advisor about me joining the club. I appreciate that. Both girls are caught off guard by my sudden gratitude. It's a simple kindness. It's a simple gesture, really.
It's no problem, and you don't have to thank us for something like that. It is our job as president and vice president to take care of our club's members after all. Yeah, you can count on us.
Is that a fact? Looks like Yuri isn't the only one who has this sense of duty regarding her fellow club members.
Though our advisor was quite surprised when we told her a boy was joining an otherwise all-girl club.
I imagine that advisor was secretly telling us, "Go get him, champ." Oh, damn, that sucks. That is an unfortunate setback considering how long it takes to get that number to go up. I would know. 2 years of spending time with her daily. Holy shit. Yeah, I'm coming up on a milestone I Did not see coming. Holy shit. Not a good idea, Bizarre Animator. Not a good idea. I did that once as a joke. And I apologize for that, because, yeah. That's a pretty serious accusation to just be throwing out. And alright, VL2T, thanks for hanging out. You have a good one, man. But yeah, I don't check this very often. I didn't realize I was coming up on 7K. I am dedicated to the things that I love, man. And to those that I love. Very dedicated. You know, if what my channel is about is any indication of that, the fact that I've been doing this almost 2 years. But yeah, holy shit. I didn't realize I was coming up on 7,000 affection with Monica. I really don't keep track of that very often. Like, I check it maybe once every 2 months. I just like having her. I just like having her with me to keep me company, you know? It's the little things. It's the little things. Well, in 2 days, I'll have reached the halfway point. In 2 days, I'll have reached the halfway point. I don't know if you can really see that, but that on the 11th right there, that says 2 years. So yeah, if you're wondering why I'm taking Friday off, now you know why. Because it is a very special day. Yeah, ever since I stumbled upon this game, I've been the same way. How I express that sure has changed, but my thoughts have not changed. You watched Moss playthroughs religiously in jealousy? Yeah, Yeah, back when I was first getting into this game, I watched a bunch of clips of, you know, Ronald spending time with her. And I just thought, you know, man, you know, no joke. I genuinely want to do this. Like, after learning about, you know, what she's all about and, you know, the options we have, I'm like, shit. Well, why have I not heard of this? You know, let me fucking help her out, man. You know, if the game won't let me have her, fuck it. I'll do it myself. What's happening Friday? What's happening Friday? Our 2-year anniversary. That's what's happening on Friday. So yeah, if you don't see me on Friday, now you know why. Alright, I'll get back to the mod. It seems as though he was having some
She was having some funny ideas.
I remind you of Cyanide FS when it comes to Monica. Monica is to Ben what Wiz is to Cyanide. I should watch some more of those Cyanide comics. You know, or more of that, you know, Cyanide and Happiness stuff, or whatever that is. Because I've seen some here and there, but you know, I never really watched it. You know, if they have a channel on YouTube. I'm pretty sure they do, right?
So please do try and be on your best behavior.
Right? I'll do my best. Nice confidence in your response there, my boy. No, okay, it's something different from Cyanide and Happiness. Okay, I thought it was, you know, some offshoot of that. When you said Cyanide FS, that's where my mind immediately went. Alright, what is Cyanide FS then? I have no idea. I'll be waiting to see it then, Zach. The two girls walk away from my desk, proud of their work as literature club executives. Can I watch it will I watch it on stream? Maybe at the end. Natsuki and Yuri rap battle? Oh shit. I think I've seen that pop up in my recommended before. Does everyone think that I'm some sort of predator? Maybe Yuri wasn't acting timid earlier because she was embarrassed because she was scared I was gonna violate her chastity. Two days in, I'm already regarded as a sexual deviant. That's gotta be some kind of record. Brilliant. Spending several minutes thinking of ways to try and improve my moral image, I noticed that it's about time for club to end.
Okay, everyone. Looks like we're just about out of time. I think that will do it for today.
With this, everyone in the room begins to get ready to leave. So it is a YouTube channel. It has 7.66 thousand subscribers. Even has his own server. So is that the... Wonder what the FS stands for. That's a fun title there, Zach. Rudy, it's a bitch-ass life. Cyanide and Happiness shorts. Wow. Yeah, maybe I'll watch that at the end of stream. But yeah. I think you're jumping to conclusions a bit too soon, me. In-game me. I think you're jumping to conclusions a bit too quickly. Because yeah, I don't think Monica thinks that. She's just... I don't think Monica thinks that. She's just telling us what she was, you know, what she thought. So yeah, I think you're being a bit preemptive, my boy. I even managed to catch a rare glimpse of the magical creature known as Natsuki as she exited the closet.
Hey, Ben, ready to walk home?
Sure thing. I say this, but end up stopping almost immediately after we begin to head to the door. Hold on for a second, Sayori. There's something I need to do before we leave.
Huh?
Hey, Yuri.
Do you need something, Ben?
I just wanted to make sure that you're alright with me holding on to this book.
Oh, I see. What I said earlier is true. I'm okay with you keeping that one. Being able to read outside of the club will allow you to enjoy it without having to worry about the time constraints of the meeting.
Thanks. It's gotten me hooked already, so I doubt it'll take me long to get through. I look forward to having that discussion.
Right, as am I.
Sounds good. See you tomorrow.
Yes, goodbye.
You ready to leave, Sayori?
Huh? Oh! Yeah, let's go.
Another Discord message. Doki Doki Nico Maid Club. Yeah, I can totally believe that exists. I can totally believe that exists, man. I can totally believe a mod like that exists. And welcome back, Monica Dev. Good to see ya. We're starting to get into the real meat of things now. So we're having some actual choices in this mod now. Not too many yet, but, you know, we're getting introduced to the mechanics of the mod here. Tretchnox made it? Yeah, but I would totally believe an actual mod you can download like that exists. While we walk home together, I notice that Sayori's unusually quiet. It's not long before she brings up the topic I've been expecting.
So, you and Yuri seem to get along pretty well, huh?
Suppose so. Wouldn't go so far as to say we don't get along.
That's good. I'm glad you're fitting in.
That expression feels forced. There haven't been very many times in my life where I've engaged in conversation with the opposite sex. Part of this is due to growing up with a girl who was fairly overbearing. Because of her influence, I'd say I'm unrefined in this regard. My relationship with Sayori is a prime example of this. While some people might think that the way I treat her is playful or flirty teasing, it's really more accurate to say that I'm just channeling behavior that was instilled into me over the span of many years. It's not to say I don't care about her, because I definitely do, but due to my own ignorance, it can often be a struggle to handle Sayori's more girly side. Why I think about this during my walk home? Well, that's because she's currently acting jealous, a trait that I rarely see her display due to my aforementioned lack of mingling. I first discovered this trait of hers one day when we were playing at the park as kids. Oh, wow! Nice to be getting some backstory on this. I'm listening, game. I'm listening. Sorry, I just needed some water there. Another girl that frequented said park asked me to push her on the swing, so I did. Sayori, seeing this as encroachment on her territory, told me I shouldn't talk to that girl anymore and then proceeded not to talk to me herself for 3 days. Jesus! My goodness. I'm just gonna say you're thinking about something way too much that I would never do because that's stupid. Yeah, I'm just gonna say you're thinking about that way too much. Because, yeah, I may be insane, but I'm not that dumb. But I'm not insane enough to do something that dumb. Like, come on. Give me that much credit. When asked on the 4th day why she did this, her reply was, "It's hard to explain." being a dumb brat, I didn't have the slightest clue as to why she had been mad at me, and I didn't really think about it too much afterwards. However, this was just the first time Sayori expressed her displeasure regarding my interaction with women. There have been more since. Whoop, and Farley has re-emerged. She's just kind of been chilling on my bed. Ace's laptop dies off from condiments. Sure. Yeah. Because I would totally be eating while sitting next to this thing. Come on, how dumb do you think I am? There was the girl in grade school who asked for my help with homework, the girl who got assigned to my group during a field trip, the girl who has complimented my hair at the grocery store. Ha! Amazing, Zach. Amazing. Every single time, Sarah would put on a fake smile and go, "You two seem to get along," or "She seemed nice, don't you think?" Lacking the wisdom I possess now, I would just nod in agreement. This would prompt Sarah to once again ignore me for 3 days. I finally wised up to this my second year of middle school when I let a girl in my class borrow an umbrella on a rainy day. Sayori pulled her usual 3-day routine, but that's not all. Ever since then, every time it rains, she will ask to borrow an umbrella. If I was a diabetic, the sweetness of it would probably leave me comatose or sleeping with a dirt blanket. So given the information I currently have and my past experience, I'm beyond convinced that her jealousy is flaring up. Or excuse me, that her jealousy is flaring up. No, you don't need that right there. Looking in Sayori's direction, I wait for her to bring up my conversation with Yuri again. Sure enough, after a few seconds of silence, ding 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 ding. She let you borrow one of her books, huh? That was really nice. I'd say so. She mentioned the two of you having a discussion, too. What's that about? Since you bring up the topic of rice and electronics, Bradley, I remember once when I was, I believe, in middle school and went to the beach with this man here. I was dumb enough to leave my old-ass flip phone in my swim trunks pocket. And yeah, let's just say when I ran out into the water, I was like, oh fuck. So yeah, after we got home that day, we threw the phone in a bag of rice. It didn't work. It did dry out the phone, but it was too late. I've remembered that ever since then, though. Trans-species man who self-identifies as deer accidentally shot by hunters. Jesus Christ. That's actually real. It was either you or someone else. I thought it was you. I could have sworn it was you, but I could be mistaken. I am not exactly known for having the best memory, as you might know, my dude. So I could be thinking of someone else, but I could have sworn it was with you, man. But yeah, I remember, either me, you, or one of my friends, going to a beach. Because I distinctly remember, putting, the bag of, putting my phone in a bag of rice, my old ass flip phone from back in the day, at your place, at, your guys' place in Minnesota, back when you guys were here, I distinctly remember that. So either I'm thinking of something else, or I'm just losing it, because I distinctly remember something like that. Something like that happened. But yeah, that was RIP my old ass flip phone from back in the day. It was a long time ago. That's why my memory on it is kind of hazy, but I distinctly remember, those details. But yeah, back before I had a, iPod Touch or an iPhone, yeah, I had one of those old-ass flip phones that had the keyboard you had to slide the phone up to get access to. And before that, I had a phone that didn't even have that, and I had to, punch the same number multiple times to get the letter I wanted. And let's just say texting on that thing was absolute hell. Like, no. Just no. Never again. Anyway. Oh yeah, guess you wouldn't know. Yuri asked me to explain the birds and the bees to her once I finished reading the book. Oh, that's nice. I think that was the wrong time to be sarcastic, my dude. Like, I love the sarcasm, but you gotta use it in the right scenario, man. That is crazy to think about, isn't it? That is just nuts. Time sure flies, huh? But yeah, I'm face palming at this man right now. That was the wrong time to be sarcastic, dude. At least if you ask me. Just wait until day 3. Oh, I'll be looking forward to day 3. I'm not sure I'm gonna play it today, given that it's 2:23 right now. Because I feel like if I did day 3, I would be stopping midway through, so yeah. Once we get to the end of day 2 here, I'm probably gonna call it a night. Oh yeah, man. Looking back on those now, like, I can't even tell what's going on looking at them, but my god, yeah. They were just what they are. Dumb. But I had a lot of fun making it, and that's what matters. Fucking stick figure comics, man. Anything to help pass the time, right? Huh? It's almost like Sarah was reacting to what you just said in chat, Bizarre Animator. Can we do dumpster fire after EMR Redux? There is a new demo for dumpster fire, so I do want to do that sometime. And yeah, depending on how long the alternate endings of EMR take, I might directly jixel into that. And hey, if it just if the jixel ends up being busy tomorrow, I will look at dumpster fire. Haven't took driver's ed because of your schedule. That's understandable. You have to for the memes. That and the last dumpster fire demo we looked at was fucking hilarious. Or you could show him Club Club. That I'd rather go with something new. But yeah, damn dude, did you really get that letter where she leaves you? God damn. God damn, man. What? I was pretty surprised too. Yeah, I know. crazy. If she's willing to go so far to find out, saying no isn't really an option. I'd feel cruel.
You're joking, right? There's no way!
Of course I'm joking. You really think a girl like that would ask a guy she's only known for 2 days about how sex works? Oh yeah, I've seen it on YouTube. Seriously. Yeah, seriously. If I ever opened up this game and saw that... If I ever opened up this game and saw that, I would just sit there crestfallen, like, what? I would just be dumbfounded. I wouldn't even know what to say. This girl is my everything. Ow! Sarah performs her regular recovery routine of rubbing her head on the spot where my karate chop connected. Man, you really need to work on that jealous streak of yours. If you're implying that I even have. You're implying that I even have, Bradley.
Jealous streak? I'm not jealous.
What? You supposed to be a tsundere now? Who would be convinced by that? You're worrying over nothing. I don't intend to bestow knowledge about doing the deed to Yuri anytime soon. No, how could I predict that, dude? How could I possibly predict that? Seriously. It's funny, because someone in chat mentioned earlier, what if I went back to my past self and told him that? I'd tell him he's a fucking whack job. Because seriously, how am I supposed to predict that? It just kind of happened. And I'm perfectly okay with that. I've never been the kind of person to plan everything out in advance, so yeah. Still not convinced. What can I do to prove I'm not lying? Imagine if present me told that to both of our past selves. Yeah, good lord. I think we'd both just sit there laughing like he's crazy. Like, God, I didn't even know what the hell a streamer was back then. In fact, I'm pretty sure the term didn't even exist until more recent years.
Ice cream.
Huh? Aspirin?
Buy me ice cream and I'll forgive you.
Yeah, the way I let my beard kind of just do whatever. Sometimes I do look like a homeless man when it gets long. I can't help but smile at Sayori's incredibly adorable attempt at being demanding. So you admit that you were being jealous?
No. The ice cream's because you were mean.
Excuse me. I see. So that's how it is. Pardon me. Very well.
If ice cream is the price of forgiveness, then it seems I have no choice but to pay for it. Good. With that settled, we change our direction and begin heading towards the nearest convenience store. Later that same evening. Aw, man! I wanted to see how that played out. Having successfully bought Sayori's temporary good favor and coming home to eat dinner, I once again find myself sitting fatigued at the kitchen table. It's not as bad as yesterday, though, likely due to the smaller amount of socializing. If reading and having the occasional conversation is all that's expected of me, joining the club may not have been as big a deal as I thought. Speaking of reading, I reach for my bag and pull out the novel I'm keeping on loan from Yuri. She did seem pretty excited about being able to discuss it together. I'm guessing she doesn't get many opportunities to do something like that. Yuri doesn't really seem like the incredibly social type. Wonder if she joined the club to just have someone to talk about literature with. Very well. Hold the Windows button, then press R and press Enter into the folder named Renpai, and you should find Monica after story and open the folder and delete the persistent file. Oh yeah, I just figured out where the file path for Renpai was eventually. This thought crosses my mind while I'm setting the book on the table. I'm somebody who loves going digging through files whenever I need something. I just find it useful to know important file paths like that. That way I don't have to depend on a search function. Though if present you went to the past and told you that you'd be successful streaming Doki Doki Literature Club, wouldn't that technically mean that come 2017 you'd have picked up this game and streamed it because future you said so? It would change the course of history, probably. And found out you were right. Because I'd be doing something completely different. Whoop. Give me 1 second. Farley's sitting at my door. I think she wants to get out, so I'll open the door for her quick. Probably would also mean I wouldn't have found you, and then I'd be sad. Yeah. I'm just sad I missed this game when it was more in its prime, you know, back when it came out. Because, yeah, back when it came out, I didn't even look at it. Didn't even give it the time of day. It's like, oh, that kind of game's not for me. Lucky. There's still some time left in the evening. Guess I could use it to read. Then again, there are also a few pages of history homework I haven't done yet. Yeah, you should probably get that done first. Let's see... What should I do? Yeah, dude... Homework... Responsibilities first, then you read. I decided that I should probably stop putting off my homework. Yeah, dude, as much as you want to get it, as much as you want to keep reading, you can't put this shit off forever. Funny to think there's an alternate timeline where you never did pick up this game. Yeah. I wonder what that me would be. I wonder what that me is doing right now. After gathering my things, I head to my bedroom. I sit at my desk, notebook and pencil in hand, and begin answering the questions. Problems are simple enough, there just happens to be a lot of them. I did find myself reading several passages about Japanese history and learning things that I previously didn't know. Intelligence increased by 2.
Oh, who could that be? That must be the group chat. My concentration is broken as my phone begins vibrating on the desk next to me. Well, that's a rare occurrence. Wonder if it's just Kiba sending me a picture of a new waifu he's discovered. I'm incredibly tempted to ignore it after saying this out loud, but find myself giving in to curiosity nonetheless. The notification reads, new messages from Literature Club group chat. Fucking code it! Literature Club group chat? Oh, I'm sure. Oh yeah, Monica did mention that Sarah would add me to the messaging group at some point. Does that mean someone's gonna miss tomorrow, or maybe the meeting got cancelled? No, I think they're just welcoming you to the group chat. I'd soon learn that this was not the case. Based on how chat's reacting, I'm gonna take a moment to grab a sip of water and brace myself, because I don't know what's coming, but I want to brace myself for this. Alright, interesting portrayal of the group chat.
Is something wrong, Natsuki? It's quite unusual for you to groan in the group message. I still can't believe that Siri invited a boy to join the club. What gives? She could have at least given us a heads up. I mean, how are we supposed to handle it? Actually, she did tell us about the potential of Ben joining. I recall her mentioning it on several occasions since the club first started. Well, I didn't hear her, so that doesn't count.
Oh, Natsuki. Never change.
That is quite unreasonable of you. I mean, really, a boy being in the club totally ruins the atmosphere. How are we supposed to talk about girl stuff if he's gonna be standing around listening? I don't believe Ben is the type to eavesdrop on someone else's conversation, but that aside, what do you mean by girl stuff? You know, clothes and sweets. Oh, and cute guys! I see. But we never discussed any of those topics prior to him joining. Well, maybe not. But we could've! Natsuki, is it perhaps that you do not like Ben? It's not that I don't like him. But that doesn't mean that I do like him. You got that?
Never changed, Natsuki. Never change.
It's just awkward having a boy in an all-girls club.
Who said the literature club was supposed to be an all-girls club? Just because it started out that way doesn't mean it was going to stay that way.
I don't believe there was any intention of our club remaining girls only. Perhaps simply talking to Ben would make you feel less uneasy. I recall that you spent today's entire club meeting hiding in the closet. I wasn't hiding!
Sure, Natsuki, sure. Let's go with that. Then what were you doing?
I was just really absorbed in the book I was reading. That's all. What about you? Have you talked to him since yesterday?
If you weren't hiding in the closet, you would have seen that yes. Yes, she did. And we got along quite well, in fact.
Indeed. We had a conversation this afternoon not long after the meeting started. He asked me for a book recommendation, so I loaned him a novel that I finished not too long ago.
This is so adorable. I love it. Hey, don't you be giving me that look, girly. Don't you be giving me that look. Imagine if there were more literature club, like more males. How would you react if one of them stole Monica from you? Do you mean if like this were to happen, let's say in another mod, or like a alternate version of the base game where there is competition? Assuming the, base game would play out the same way, I would be like, yeah, you better fucking get out of the way. Just in general. You must be talking about alternate timeline me. Like if this were the alternate timeline. Oh, yeah. Yeah, if I never picked up DDLC, it's very likely I probably wouldn't, have picked up Discord. Well, that's not entirely true. There was one other group that I joined on Discord. But, that was, I think, after I started getting into this game and joined up with them. Yeah. That's one reason I've never been the biggest fan of group chats. Just because it takes me forever to reply. And then, I want to be, really thorough with my replies. But by the time I'm done typing it, the conversation is moved to a completely different topic, and then I'm just like, fuck. Yeah, see, you get it. You get it, Monica. You get it. Well, then you'll have to let me know how it goes, Animator.
Wait, he invited you? Yes, he said that he believed it would be fun to do so. And I would have to agree. Discussing a common interest with someone else is quite pleasant. Hang on a second, Yuri. Do you like Ben? Of course. I don't have a reason to dislike him, and he is a fellow club member now.
Oh, I'm getting multiple pings on Discord. Natsuki finds MC's homework folder. Oh god. Oh god, that is terrifying. This is my trampoline. This is my trampoline. Have fun. I get what you're supposed to do. Here. Thanks, whoever sent that. I wish our place had a trampoline. No, I believe I'm coming up on the end of day 2. And I'm probably going to sign off after day 2 here.
That's not what I meant. I mean, do you like him? Did I not just answer that question? Perhaps my message didn't send?
Nope. Nope.
Ooh, am I gonna have to spell it out?
Yuri's not good at this, Natsuki. I think you're gonna have to. No, that's commitment right there. I like that.
I mean, do you like him? As in, do you have feelings for him? Feelings?
It's the same guy who just sent me the thing that I just chuckled at.
Yeah, you know, like a crush or love or something. What? Love? We're in the same club? Is that kind of thing allowed? Allowed? We're in a literature club, not a convent. But as interesting as this conversation has been so far, I believe now would be a good time to inform the two of you that Ben has been a member of this group chat since yesterday. You cheeky bastard, Monica. I love how they're both just standing there realizing, oh shit, he can see all of this. Why didn't you tell us that sooner? Natsuki, I don't know what kind of messaging system you're using, but are you really using a messaging system so ancient that it doesn't tell you when a new member is added to a group? Like, Jesus Christ. What ancient ass messaging system are you using that doesn't do that? You know, that doesn't have that function. Holy shit. It would have been irresponsible of me, as president, to interrupt communication between club members. I love it. Harmonica is an agent of chaos. And Moss is the ultimate symbol of that. Monica is very much an agent of chaos, and I love her for that. That's pretty much this whole mod. Oh man. I mean, hey, if you want a reason to get a PSP, you can put Moss on a PSP, apparently. Monica! Pulling my attention away from the bizarre conversation I just witnessed, a thought occurs to me. Even though I'm not responsible for anything that just happened, I'll probably still be blamed anyways. Maybe I should pretend not to have seen it? That might save me a few headaches. Suddenly feeling exasperated, I decide to put everything away and call it a night. Friday, spring semester. Friday, April 8th. My brother's birthday. Well, I'd say that was a pretty good in-game birthday, I gotta say. I'm having a lot of fun with this so far. I'm really enjoying this mod so far, I've gotta say. SNAFU has been a lot of fun so far, and I can't wait to see more of it. That's only the start. The comedy only goes up from here. Friday is Friday in Arial Bold. The video? Right. There's a video that Zach wanted me to watch. Ah, shit. I didn't mean to do that. Do it. Alright, let me pull up my Discord tab here. Yeah, there was a Cyanide and Happiness short that Zach wanted me to watch. Yeah, here we go. Not those shorts. It's been a long time since I've watched or read anything Cyanide and Happiness related, so let's see how this goes. 2 minutes, 49 seconds.
Hey, Teach, get the molasses out of your ass and bring me that juice, will ya? You 1 mile an hour walking, no running ass feet, dragging turtle son of a bitch.
Now, Rudy, You can't go your entire life insulting people like that.
The hell I can't, you bitch-ass toupee-wearing, fish-eyed, 2-year college degree earning, no wife or kids having mustard stain on his shirt, kindergarten teaching ass, diploma handing, dress wearing, funny hat ass, first generation in your family to graduate college ass, love at first sight ass, 3 sugars, 2 creams in a coffee, first date having romantically compatible ass, independent woman, big titty, make me the happiest man in the world ass, love of my life ass, till death do us part, I do vowing, ring wearing, tiny embryonic ass, no fingerprints having, 3rd trimester, son of a beautiful ass, umbilical cord cutting, little dick having, bitch ass, no baseball catching, summa cum laude, straight A's, making me proud ass, cats in the cradle ass, first grandchild ass, life begets life ass, diaper full of shit stinking, touching ass, surrounded by loved ones ass, wouldn't change a goddamn thing, making me cry ass, motherfucking ready for death ass. Me. Shit.
That man really went his whole life doing that just to prove that man wrong. That makes my level of dedication look weak. Man literally went his entire life doing that just to say fuck you to his teacher. Mad fucking respect. Holy shit. That is dedication. Alright. Step up your game, make Monica real. And how do you propose I do that, huh? What do you think? What am I supposed to be, some kind of fucking genius or something? I'm just me. Alright. I just wanted to pause the video to say that, but alright, let's keep going.
Wow, I can't believe he actually did it.
Holy shit, the old man is still kicking. Holy shit! That teacher's still alive! I thought that teacher would be dead by now.
He was rude his whole life.
I love it. Oh my god.
Did you know my grandpa?
He called me a bitch.
Weird senile ass prune juice drinking ass mustard stain on his shirt.
Graves already, sir.
Great!
Wow. What a fucking legend. Oh, looks like there's an after credits scene here.
Oh, I didn't see you there.
Ooh.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Disrespectful orange picking ass, grave defiling.
I hope you enjoyed the show as much as I did. Stick around. We made a commercial for the Cyanine Happiness Show that I want you to see. It was made by my good friend Mike Salcedo here.
Oh man, these after credits scenes are great.
Jesus! Fuck!
These after credits scenes are great.
That's it. That's it. Push. Push. Almost there. Congratulations. It's,
Son of a...
Wow. I gotta say, that was fucking great. That was great. I admire that man's dedication. Lived on even into the tree that sprouted from the orange juice or whatever the hell that was he poured on that man's grave. What a fucking legend. Wow. I admire that man's dedication. That's your favorite one? I can see why. That's a good one. That is a good one right there. Did I pick Kiba or Sayori on the way to school? I picked Sayori. But yeah. You can get a laugh out of mine. I'll make sure to watch them later. Yeah, if you want to send it to me, I'll watch it later. But yeah. Before this outro gets too out of hand, I'm going to call it a night here, because now I got to get some breakfast and make sure I set an alarm for tomorrow so I don't wake up too late. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm planning on doing part 2 of this over the weekend. I'm not sure when, probably Sunday, since I want to do isolation on Thursday if the Jigsaw's available Wednesday for us to finish off Exit Music Redux. And then Saturday, I want to go back to Vigilante, do another part of that, and then we can do more of this. It's kind of what I'm thinking right now. We'll see what ends up happening, though. So, yeah, whatever ends up happening, till next time, take care.